Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome for the last winner's bracket of Black Void. This is going to be quite the game. I can't wait to see how everybody does, who's going to win. My name is Anthony, and I'm so happy to be your arbiter today, also known as your prophet. It's a lot of arena, a lot of crowd. Everybody's going to get moidled. Let's see how that goes. So I just want to go in and intro our wonderful cast, our winners, uh, the people behind the characters, before we start moving into sponsors and what's going on with the game, where we are, what's happened since the last time. So who would like to go first?
Damn it,
Nose
the
goes.
nose goes
Yes.
did it again.
Yes. Second night in a row, nose goes.
I know. Well, hello. I am Spencer at SpencerDVA on Twitter, Discord, etc. I was the winner of our bracket last week playing Gilton, who's just a big, beefy boy who knows how to fight. And here's hoping that through some stroke of luck, I can make it through this one as well and win this tournament. It's gonna be fun. Maybe we'll see.
Definitely gonna be fun. That one is, but you know whether you make it, well, is that fun? And then up next, Rin or Darby playing the wonderful Rin.
Hi, I'm Darby. You can find me Twitch, Twitter, wherever as Chaotic Darby. I was the winner of the first bracket, which somehow made it with my not very combative trick writer character who just has, her and her pet Akopi. But now I'm here. So, yeah, we'll see how long Rin can last.
Yeah, everybody won in ridiculous ways last time. Okay, so here's where we're at. Okay, this is a PvP bracket, or the winner's bracket of a PvP death battle arena, where these two wonderful players will face off after elimination rounds upon elimination rounds, escaping void entities, other characters, and savage odds. Made it to the final stage. Where we'll be doing, thanking our sponsors first, Modifius and everybody at the Black Void team for helping to put this together. It's such a wonderful way, I think, to really show off the game and just be really combat oriented, but still create drama and not have to worry about, maybe puzzle, and sort of creating a shared experience where it's really just about character interactions and making combat part of that. And it's really helping me rethink ways. It's awesome. So, whoever wins will be immortalized in Black Void for this amazing achievement for winning as the champion of the Mistan Canal Arena in the region of Der Bitan, where we're at, a section of waterways where all casts mix and many theaters or for combat or stage plays kind of line the streets and terraces to give people a respite from the black void around them and the things that they face on a normal basis. So everybody, your character will get in, you'll have a name, probably some art, or at least a description. I can't wait to see how they actually do that. Stat block would be really cool too. If I want to put Rin or Gilthund in your game, I don't have a personal preference. The arbiter arbits neutrally, but I am excited to see who wins or doesn't win for the game. In addition, we're also going to be giving out a book later on. This will happen when one of them goes down for the count and arrives at 0 health, signifying their death. Now, normally you would live a little past that, and you would actually require negative health to really die. But once you get to that 0, you kind of go unconscious, and then you got to wait till someone kind of heals you. So, it's we'll just say that at 0, with that unconsciousness, you're probably snake food at that point, or whatever void food, whatever happens to be in this particular game. So we're gonna go for some character introductions and see who everybody is here, who's Rin, who's Gilthund, and then face off in this 3 amphitheatered battle normally there's one. When Rin fought, there was one. When Giltund fought, there was two. And now there are three amphitheaters. The full arena is being used for its maximum capability here, and see what's going to crawl out of the woodwork. So we're going to take us over to where Rin where Rin is, and see what's going on here. Rin, a description of your wonderful character amongst the blue flame torches of the left amphitheater, the western one.
Well, Rin is wearing just sort of like a not a fancy outfit, but it is definitely like a nicer looking dress, as well as armor and a pretty sturdy looking helmet. She is just holding her spear in one hand and Boodle, her loyal Kopi's reins in the other, sort of smiling to the crowd.
The crowd roars out. The prophet says, "Sharva! Sharva! Your champion is here. Your favorite artisan, your favorite craftsperson, with the tentacle sword-wielding Akopi, Voodle." And everybody kind of, screams as Voodle's tentacle knife, his little shiv, kind of
Can
raises.
Boodle wave? Like,
Oh, yes. Totally spaz out. It's like it's just waving around. Someone's who kind of scared that the lower cast numbers are gonna get shivved when it flies out of the slippery tentacle, but it doesn't.
She hasn't
Voodle's
quite
actually
learned how to aim. She's just sort of like, I have a tail now.
Voodle's naturally skilled and does not let go of the shiv. Nobody has to get shanked. At least yet. Rin is there in the middle.
In the crowd is going to get shanked.
In the crowd. They throw you 2 healing salves. Your mentor Anisha specifically, which is a member of the Saru caste, which is actually higher than the Prophet. The Prophet is like on a lower terrace, just kind of like announcing, has a box seat because they have like a special arrangement with the city, and they're kind of a voice box, like a mascot of sorts. And so the Prophet is just like, "Hey everybody, thanks again for seeing me basking in the attention and the glory," and kind of like just you just get the feeling they're a very vain person, and they really do it just for the attention there. So he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, Rin, yeah, everybody, yeah, wow, look at that. Did she get a present?" And Anisha has thrown you 2 healing salves from that tier there.
Excellent.
So,
a question for the future: does that take a full action to use?
The healing salves. So it will. So miscellaneous. It is considered a miscellaneous maneuver, where you draw or grab or use an item. So it seems like it will.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna circle that a lot on my sheet of paper here that I have. Just taking notes. What's gonna happen.
It'll have some immediate effect, and then it'll continue to heal you for a couple of rounds after that. At which point you'll roll. So the crowd's cheering around you, and the east gate opens up. There is currently nothing around you. It's just sand. No bodies. Nobody's ever ventured. This is actually the newest amphitheater. Although you do definitely sense some mysticism coming from these strange torches. This is hollowed ground one way or another, and it is primed for void contact and blood magic. Devastating.
Do I see anything out of the East Gate? Because I see something on our VMix page, but not on our Roll20.
So, that is a good question. is not supposed to be there. For now, you see nothing.
See
Although,
nothing at all.
I mean, but you really acknowledge like it's very something strange about this place. It's very void emanating. There's a lot of energy around here,
Mhm.
and so you know that something's gonna happen like when you get there.
Would I be able to mount Boodle?
Please, this is definitely like you get to choose what you do. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Oh yeah.
Whatever
Okay.
you'd like.
Rin's just gonna then do like some flashy move, like plant her spear like points down, and then like use it to like leverage herself up in the air and then land on Boodle's back.
Masterful. Whoa! And everybody's so excited about like this like show of display. People start throwing flowers. People start throwing flowers you can see through. Flowers you've never seen before from like different worlds, and that only like these very rare travelers get to go to. It's just everybody's so excited about you.
She'll stand up on Boodle's back and take a bow.
Everybody just goes absolutely wild. Every crafts family throws you one of their like best objects. So, for example, like the cobbler family throws you like the nicest boots you've ever seen, perfectly tailored to like your feet, basically based on Anisha's suggestion about what she thinks your size is. Um, the jeweler throws you like these huge uncut diamonds just on the floor, just start bags of diamonds, and they just start pouring out. And they're uh, like woodworkers start throwing you like mini longboats and like flying machines made out of like wood and hand carved, so small that you see like tiny void spirits like working the machinations inside of them and like causing like little presentations every time you click them, and they're just so happy. Like that's
Oh.
just what they do. Just little tiny spirits.
All right. Yeah.
Everybody's so hyped. You move on to the East Gate, where we will introduce our second champion, surrounded and bathing in beautiful red light. This is probably the strongest Calamity Center and Blood Magic point of the three amphitheaters. The other was definitely more void. Nothing like anybody, and this was an open amphitheater last time, but nobody was able to see it. And in this corner, Guildhund the Brave. Golden armored. Please describe the beautiful Guildhund.
Yeah. Sort of, like our Grand Arbiter has proclaimed, this sort of like golden scaled armor sort of covering his body, and alabaster white skin, red eyes peeking out from underneath the helmet, and what little bit of hair you can see is this sort of like platinum blonde-esque color. And from last time, his weapon has changed a little bit. When he stands up, he's maybe about 7 feet tall. The pole arm he carries with him now is about as tall as he is. And he just sort of slowly stands up, cracks his neck, and will just sort of proceed, I guess what I'm assuming is to the center amphitheater, and prepare for whatever this fight is about to bring him.
Basically, as you kind of fall out of each tier of the blood ritual, like each circle, progressively you feel lighter and lighter, like you've been training in 100 times gravity in the center of this storm for basically a week now. So you're a gladiator, you're used to it, and it seems like they kept you around here. for just that time.
All right.
For you, the Muati cast, as you start leaving, they actually just start pouring curtains of gold. It's like made out of gold foil, and it's like your image repeating in like your favorite battle pose, which is basically you with some like hurt legs, making like a strong pose at the end of your last battle last week.
Yeah.
And like you were untested, they thought you were showy, and then you literally like you stayed alive, like you won the Cephalopod game, and now everybody's like just giving you gold that looks like you.
He'll take one of them and sort of just... He can't really affix it super well, but almost sort of drapes it like a cape across his back.
You're using void magic. You took it directly out of my head. That's exactly what I saw. Giltund is definitely the kind to take gold foil and rip a piece of himself off and wear it on himself.
He is that vain of a motherfucker. He'll wear himself.
The priesthood of the Ma'alu and the royalty of the Saru look upon you from the highest tiers and the highest terraces, and they start discussing among themselves that in a way that is so raucous it actually causes some of them to throw beer and liquor outside, because they haven't felt this kind of like fun in a while, and they feel really excited by your performance and your ability to deliver results at the same time. They are consistently talking about stratifying you upwards and moving you up a cast or two if you win here, which would be your ideal situation, because you already kind of act like a member of the Ma'alu or the Saru anyway.
Yeah.
Everything's on the line. And finally, we're going to arrive in the central arena, where some beautiful bones and your wonderful prophet waits upon the north seat. Bones are scattered across the arena. Each one is actually the body of a former combatant in our last game. We have a total of 7 bone piles here, one for each of our wonderful combatants. Tomo, Skip, Minta, Vernum, yeah, Bones, Sarad Ook, and No Bones. No Bones, in fact, only has a skull and the femur that he was carrying. In fact, No Bones had no other bones. Really living up to his name here. Upon arriving, you don't in fact see each other, except maybe Giltund. You can see a bit of the normally medium-sized but now large Akopi, known as Voodle, with the tentacle that's just as big. You can kind of see the tentacle like off to the side of this central, what looks like a structure, but as you get closer, really looks like a flower pod. Looks like something ready to bloom, and it's beautiful and green. Welcome everyone to your nighttime Blood Bowl spectacular. Our wonderful champions Rin and Giltund will fight to the death, or merely survive to become the winners of the Cephalopod game after all. Now, place your prayers, your votive figures upon your altars. Everyone watching this from across the realms, void worlds or common alike, know that whoever rises out of this arena will become, and already is, the strongest that Lin has to offer. Whatever void entity you throw at them, whatever monster they face, you should hire them, because they'll be alive to tell the tales of the many that fell before them. The crowd goes wild. Everybody loses it. You have 24 hit points in reserve. So let's see how this the luck of the people supporting you. Very literally, the crowd has granted you 24 hit points. Please roll initiative.
Boy. So I get to do that.
Initiative is agility plus or it's a D12 plus your
It's-
agility mod?
Yes,
Or-
and if there's anything else that adds to it.
8.
Woo!
Shit.
Total 13. I guess I have to roll for Boodle too, huh?
Yeah, indeed. But at least it's going pretty good for you so far.
Boodle has a total of 12. Right, yes.
12?
her
Oh my,
agility
oh
is-
man, Voodle. Voodle is on it. Well done. 8. Okay. Our wonderful battle begins with Rin and her mounted Akopi, Voodle.
So, what was in the center again?
The center is a green and translucent purple, like plant pod that is shaking and looks on the void of like cracking open. You can already see it's starting to unfurl.
Does this look like something that's dangerous?
Um, currently, it poses no threat to you seemingly, although you can use your action to try and perceive it, you know, or gauge it, rather
You know
than
what?
fighting.
I'll go ahead and perceive the perceive the flower
Okay.
pot.
So let's
Having
do.
survived so many horrors last time, Rin's a little cautious of what the arenas have to offer.
Your eyes look a little sunken. You've seen the 1,000-yard stare. You've seen into worlds yet unseen, and you've returned with forbidden knowledge. Okay, so roll a d12, and let's add your intelligence modifier times 2, or I should say, your int modifier times 2, plus a d12.
So it'll be a D12 plus
Mm-hmm.
13.
13. Okay. It's definitely enough to meet it. You know this creature to be a Madark. And a Madark is a void creature, very rare, and sometimes used for Saru and Ma'alu floating or like hanging gardens. Um, basically, they're extremely. They change the landscape around them into void, and they grow at a pace. So when this Madark blooms, it's going to start releasing spores that whoever breathes these in will either suffocate or suffer some sort of delirium and sanity loss. So
Neat.
this is and it'll only continue to grow and change the world around it as it basically acts as a stand-in for a void tear, and it kind of opens up and allows the two realms to kind of intermingle.
Awesome.
It's a
Okay.
it's a disgusting thing.
Then Rin's gonna. Oh man. What? Talking is a free action?
Please, I would love it. Yeah, please talk as much as you like. In fact, as I understand it, there is some sort of in the interviews with the prophet, there was some history even between them. So between Ren and Gilton. So please talk as much as you see fit here. Whatever happens, I'm just orbiting.
Oh, Gilly, did you get me flowers? That's very sweet of you.
Wouldn't get you flowers that look like that.
Sure. I'd imagine you get ones that look a little more friendly. In any case, can I have Boodle turn around and go into the other arena? With Boodle's movement, because screw that plant! I'm not going anywhere near that!
Back into your arena, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Out west. So you can choose to. How would you like to go there? You can either. I mean, you're mounted. I'll just put you right there. So you can walk normally, run, or sprint.
Boodle will... let me do some math real quick. Sprint.
Sprint. That's big talk for somebody in polearm distance. This is Guild Hunt, I'm sure.
But you should try picking one nonetheless. Maybe it'll bring you luck. And then ride off into the other arena.
The Akopi voodles and goes west. You make it successfully out and back, to the other arena. I'll put you off to the side here.
Mm-hmm.
And on your turn, we will go back to that area and see what's going on. In the meantime, the Madurk is going to awaken with the hoofing of the people of the crowd as you finally enter the center amphitheater, and the people start working their way and changing their seats, changing directions, and the people that are here start cheering louder. They've been waiting for hours, days, even some of them. You can see a couple of corpses on the slabs in the stands. Is that a couple people died for this? This is the talk of the city, not just Derbyton. Everybody in Lynn is trying to get in on this, from castless to the highest. The Madurk is going to awaken and is going to try and join the initiative and just see, how the Madurk spreads in a normal fashion. Let's see here what happens.
Whew.
Okay, low roll for the Madurk. So spreading will happen last. All right.
Neato.
Back to Gilton's. Sorry, what?
I'm not in the initiative order for some reason.
Yeah, so I see you on my screen here. I'm not sure why you're not on the camera, but I'm sure we'll take care of it in a second. But yeah, your 8 is up next.
Cool. All right. I'm trying to remember how movement works in this game. So, if my movement is 5, that means basically I can move 5 of these squares, right?
That is correct. And then you can, and so moving would be 1 maneuver. So you get 1 maneuver per turn, and those maneuvers also include movement. And some of them can be really interesting because you can kind of engage, which is half movement if you're close to somebody, and still get to attack. So you can still move and attack, and that's considered 1 maneuver. So moving is 1 maneuver, running is another, which puts you at slight disadvantage to ranged attacks. And then there's also sprinting, which is 4 times your speed, but you would have to catch your breath, and you wouldn't be able to do anything for 1 round. Right?
Okay.
So whatever you'd like to do.
So you watch as Gilton almost sort of gets into this runner's block kind of stance, and you watch as through these slits in the armor, these sort of like insectoid wings come out.
Excuse me?
And I am going to sprint and follow after Rin and Voodle.
So it's like really like beautifully tailored, extremely difficult to make armor, especially for like Bronze Age descended humans. Like this is extremely difficult, and something that the others can. I mean, everybody's like talking. He's like, he got that from royalty. The priesthood gave it to him. Like everybody's kind of whispering about your negligence and maybe your nepotism, about basically people just giving you stuff for your higher caste as you start sprinting over.
As you just hear this very loud.
The after images are like, oh, I can't even see him. Like he starts moving past, and you. So where would the sprinting take you?
Let's see. Well, my sprint is 20. So if we go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
Move
Before
this way.
let's stop at the
Oh,
matter.
no.
So
Okay.
you're bolting through, right? I mean, you haven't done any perception on it. You didn't really get to check what it was. You're not sure what's happening, but you're running straight through it, and your cockiness seems to have caught up with you. The Matterk kind of blooms in that moment, is already primed to do so, and the area near it, which is within 4 meters, which you'll definitely get to within 4 meters,
Yep.
even if you bolt a little left or a little right, if we're just trying to bolt straight and murder Rin and Voodle, right, it seems like the defensive play has pulled off here. So what we're going to do here is that it's going to be it's just going to be like a little fart right on you, just a little poot of spores. Okay. And I want you to roll a stamina 10 roll for me.
Okay. I've got good stamina. Okay, so I believe stamina. Hold on. Stamina.
This is going to be
modifier.
the first major table roll of the game, perhaps, everybody.
That is okay. +2. Got it. Slash. Oh, that's a 7.
Okay, so we're going to roll on another table now. We're going to roll on the Delirium table. And let's see what happens to you here. Roll a d12 for me.
You got it, boss. 9.
9. Second here. Let's see how bad it is. There's a lot of really awesome tables in the game. There's just there's so many different things that can happen to you. You have raving, okay? Restless, incoherent, and confused. Your character is in a disoriented state of mind, slipping in and out of lucidity. Your character is unable to retain a grip on reality, reacting to impulsive urges and imagined stimuli. You must make, at now, like a challenging willpower roll to act, and you are unable to perform extensive or complex actions and suffer a -3 penalty to simple actions. However, a benefit of this is that you are unaffected by things causing you fear and awe. You're kind of in your own world right now, so let's roll a willpower save here, essentially.
Okay. So I have a +1 to that. No, that's a 2.
That's pretty bad.
That's not great.
So yeah, you're roll a d6 for me. Let's see how many hours this affects you for.
Oh, good. Love this. 5.
Okay, so that is a -3 to most things, and you could go through the delirium again. It does not make you immune to further delirium. So you run past. Things start changing a little bit for Guildhund, and you kind of feel yourself get like can't really do much. You end the sprint, and you feel like a part of you is significantly different.
Cool. Okay.
Rin, we're gonna go back to you in our beautiful Blue Flame arena here. Now, before your turn, there are many mages you see kind of around the stage, on the stands, people in robes working on mystic arts and conjuring, trying to tap into the void. Above your head directly, as you return, you see a massive void tear, signaling that these realms are crossing in ways yet unseen. A combined efforts of over 13 sorcerers are enough to create a wall, just basically like a mirror into this other plane. At this point, it's kind of above you, so it's a little difficult to see, but it is going to affect you. Roll a d12 willpower for me.
Okay. Maybe leaving wasn't the best
Roll bad.
idea.
Roll bad. What's supposed
There's
to be
just things
crazy?
happening everywhere.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
both of us are like.
So you found like
Wow.
basically you looked upon like the biggest void perforation. You got a 3. Honestly, it's actually way better that way. The higher would have been worse.
Oh.
There is an
Gotcha.
unnaturally chilly breeze starting in the air. However, you do see a bright pink and beautiful, gigantic, ancient mind nebula. It is gigantic for its size. They are sometimes tiny if they are young, and that is basically the size of like your dog. But they are like actually as large as Voodle here, this one, signaling that it is very old. These are basically sentient brains that affect everything around them if bothered. They are very curious, and they will try and approach you or be upon you, but as long as you don't freak out around the Mind Nebula, it will be kind to you. It is in that regard similar to the Kuth that you were forced to fight in the first arena session. However, this is on a much higher plane, and this can destroy entire cities with its with its brain waves, essentially, like it's Attack of the Giant Brains situation here. It drifts a little closer, just kind of inspects you prior to your turn, but it floats around and goes back, and your turn is here.
So as long as it isn't won't freak out. Well, what was that?
I was rolling initiative, and it is doing. I mean, pretty bad actually. Like it is somehow less than the Matter, so it is a 1 for its initiative. So
No,
it's got
Darby,
nothing.
just be
Got
cool.
nothing to be worried
Yeah,
about.
no, I
Just be
just
cool.
like I'm more worried about the other people who are here. So will it be hostile to me if someone else hits it? Is it like an indiscriminate oh screw all of you, or is it like
They're very individualistic, and so it really depends. Sometimes they want to own you, sometimes they want to protect you and see what happens, sometimes both. They like to play around. To them, it's all play.
okay?
Sometimes they can't tell the difference.
baby. Can Rin hold out a hand to it and just like, hi, you. Listen, you tell me there's a creature that can be friendly and like, as long as I don't attack it, we'll be chill. I am going to try and befriend that animal without fail.
Oh, okay, that's an idea. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. The crowd is actually going to assist you here. Um, you have become, or are, you are already quite famous. Oh, but what is going on? See, there is a giveaway, and the first time that some blood is spilled, we're going to start the countdown. So everybody will be able to put !void to get a Black Void core rulebook. Number 1. Number 2. This is a death battle between 2 champions that have already murdered many just to get here. So this is a bloody
we murdered
blood
just
sport.
one each.
Thousands. Like, yeah, you murdered many. It's a whole 2 murders, and the deaths of many others for this. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so you're gonna try to befriend it. The crowd's gonna help you. You're pretty famous. You're gonna get a +3 to this roll because the crowd's gonna cheer when you do it, and the nebula is going to respond to that. And for you, roll a willpower.
Okay. Do I get any benefits from having an inspiring and socialize in my
Both.
tributes?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
So I'll roll a d12 and then
Roll that
just
one die.
manually add this stuff on. 4 plus a 3 from the crowd plus the 1 from inspiring plus 1 from willpower, so a 9.
9. The number to beat here was 12.
Oh boy!
By trying to befriend it, it is actually going to try and it is going to respond negatively to that for not being able to surpass it. You're trying to meet its wavelength, and it's kind of reels and folds a little bit, and this like cranial, this gray matter juice begins to ooze out of the center. A sort of discharge. It signals its unpleasantness. Ooh, it's very yeah. My nebulas are unique, unique breed. They, in this particular case, will start casting a mystic ritual around the arena, and just sort of try to make it more of its own space. It is going to need. It's very good at this, so let's see how it does.
Would my animal handling ability help me at all? Is this an animal?
It is. Is this an animal? No, it is a void entity. It does succeed with a 19 for sure. So it's going to basically cast like wonder dust around the arena, and you especially will receive a -3 to rolls against it.
Oh.
And rolls in its immediate vicinity. And if you begin to breathe in too much of the dust, it may have longer lasting effects if it's continued to be disturbed. It recoils and flies away a little bit.
Yeah, Boodle, we're just gonna walk in the opposite direction. we're gonna move. That's the name of the game here. It's moving and grooving away from all these, just like somewhere like around here. Yeah, where Boodle can move. Boodle will just take a light little trot over to like there.
What's the movement of Voodle?
I will say,
Boodle.
Voodle sprinted, so they can't move.
Oh. Boodle
Yeah,
can't move.
yeah. The sprinting,
Never
no.
mind. Boodle,
but you can.
Boodle's just gonna hang out. Oh no, I'm not leaving Boodle. No. How big
You can
is
take
the
a defensive
range
stance.
Yeah, how big is the range of the cloud?
Oh, it's so I would say like so I'm gonna portray it with a radius,
Thank you.
and let's see. It just begins to float around and start gently dropping brain wonder dust on
The
everything and
entire
everybody
arena?
around it. Yeah, this is probably for the best anyway because there's a giant void portal above it that that perforation will begin to grow larger as time goes on as well. This is a deeply void connected theater.
Then Rin's gonna stay exactly where she is. And take a defensive a defensive stance.
So a defensive stance is one where you'll add your polearm skill to your defense value for your next hit, and it'll be there'll be like a -1 penalty against people trying to knock you down as well, or anything. So it's really good. I think currently your defense value should be at like a 17 or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, together, yes.
Yeah. So pretty good. You're you feel pretty ready for whatever's coming next. The Kopi will wait. Guild Hunt, you're up. As we go back to our wonderful Guild Hunt, who has successfully made it to the end here.
Okay.
What do? You can cross right in and get right to it, or plan or whatever you like to do.
Did sprinting? Did Guild Hunt also?
Yeah,
sprint?
I sprinted, so I can't do anything.
The
I have to
Mattock
stick
will
around.
grow. The Mattock will grow and bloom a little bit. It'll basically for every turn, it is going to grow roughly a meter.
Okay, cool. So I'm out of that for at least for now.
Yeah, for a while, for a significant amount of time.
Cool.
So
And
definitely.
he's just
out of this
gonna
one.
sort of, I guess, is sort of looking through the west gate and then looking back at this giant flower monster thing. It's just like, Ren?
Get me out of here.
And just,
I'm in
that's all.
danger.
And he's just got to catch his breath, so that's all he gets out, and he's just sort of, doing like, the football thing that they always tell you helps you breathe better, even though it doesn't, where, press your hands against the back of your head.
Try to get rid of some lactic acid. The Prophet,
Yeah.
who is a member of the Sarnish cast, is gonna look at you and be like, "Look at this Muad'Dib faker. Thinking he can move up the casts, but can't even keep his breath to himself. If I was running a couple miles, I'd be just fine. All right, even with Tendril over there."
He just shoots the Prophet the nastiest fucking glare.
I imagine a golden energy line crossing to him. The Prophet is going to make a quick awe roll. And the Prophet is glorified by you, actually. It seems like your effect, this wasn't a purposeful thing, but it seems like you've had an effect on this Prophet. You're generating awe for just specifically this person. Something about your gold foil cape handed you down by the higher caste seems to be enchanted, and it seems to take on the Prophet's eye. The Prophet looks at you and says, "Guild Hunt is the best, everybody. All we want is for Guild Hunt to win, right? Come on, let's get some cheering going for Guild Hunt." He starts like golf clapping, and he's just a little subdued, but very on top for Guild Hunt. And then, looking over again, he's like, "And we're back to Rin." Like it completely is two different. He's just in two different spaces, kind of at the same time. So that's it. Rin, back to you. What's going on?
Oh, wait, does it go to the Mind Nebula before it goes back to Rin? Or I'm not sure how. we're doing.
Oh, so it would, but it would just like. It would
Oh,
just
that's
float
right.
around. Yeah,
Okay.
it's mostly just
Just doing its thing.
it's
Just
just sitting
vibing.
around and having.
Just hanging out.
It's definitely vibing. Rin, we are going to perform another void emanation roll here, as it has grown a little stronger.
You can
so
roll.
what
What do I need to roll?
This time it's going to be increasing in difficulty, so this will be a D12 plus 1.
10?
10. That one is definitely worse.
Oh, that's right. Because higher numbers are bad.
Oh, right. Yeah. The whole.
So let's see. Let's see where you're at with this. So that's gonna be. Oh boy. Oh. The
That sounds
gravity.
pretty bad.
Gravity shifts in another direction. It's going to shift towards the wall. This is now a Beyblade fight in a giant hamster wheel.
Beyblade.
So.
Which wall is gravity heading
Yep,
towards?
it is shifting towards the west. So
Okay.
you are connected to the west gate here. And the Mind Nebula is also now at the edge. It is affected by gravity. And so now there's no way to kind of escape it if it comes in your direction. You have to just run in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Right, it's a giant circle. Guild Hunt,
Yes.
your turn.
Okay.
Well,
At
I'm
this
sorry,
point,
actually.
I think. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you want to do anything, Rin? Like, apart from defensive
I
stance?
guess. Yeah, I think Voodoo and I will both take like. I'll take a defensive stance, and Voodoo will take a dodge, I guess.
A dodge. Okay, that's great. Yeah. So that you're both on it. Yeah,
Just like
it needs a 17 to hit you, and Voodoo's gonna try and get out of the way before someone gets there. Easy. Okay. Now on to Guild Hunt.
Yeah. Okay, so Mind's Eye. I'm like right in the east gate. Can I see? Not east, west gate. Sorry. Can I see like Rin and Voodoo just sort of against that wall, or is it a little bit too dark?
You're like right outside the area. Like you can see them, but you're right outside the area where it would affect you, and you don't know what's causing it. So it's to you, it's almost like looking at a dead drop, like it's
Right.
the edge of a cliff. So you're gonna have to proverbially jump off the cliff in order to get there.
come
Okay.
on in. The water's fine, Gilly.
It's like, well, shit. Because I like to think, as far as he can tell, Rin and Voodoo just fucking fell.
It seems
so-
exactly what it seems like.
So he's going to use his movement maneuver to run, and is going to run into the West Arena, or I guess the West Amphitheater, I guess is what we're calling them. Yeah.
So you're gonna run, which would give you a -1 to missiles, and this is going to be a ridiculous action right now. Okay, you're
Fall damage
running.
in this.
There is.
Oh, motherfucker.
And it's really, really strong.
Woo!
Yeah, this is. Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Homeboy can fly. I could, like, hover.
Yo, that's true. You have fucking wings.
You can fly. So okay. In that case, I guess it's not so much of a big deal. Let's talk about when you reveal that. You go flying through, and right now you're just zooming down this tunnel. At what point would you like to reveal? You can move yourself wherever you like. Reveal your beautiful wings and start hovering.
So I like to think he does it right before the supposed jump. So he watches like these insectoid wings sprout from his back, and he just sort of flies. I guess I use some of my movement to get through the gate, so I could probably get out to where, like, here-ish, if I had 10 movement speed, and I ran. My run is 10.
So you can, I would say you can even get a little bit farther. I'd say, like, starting at this area, you can kind of go to the full 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess now that he's in here, he'll sort of look and see Rin and Voodle and a Mind Nebula.
Yeah, it's a giant brain thing. This is just a giant brain that's now like sludged up against the grain of the seat. In fact, I didn't say this at first, but now that you're in here,
Yeah.
Gilthund,
Yes.
before your turn ends.
Okay.
What?
What?
The east crowd starts to fall
Oh.
west.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
And this is something that people were ready for. Past the Sharva, past the Baltu cast, everybody Sharva, Moati, Sarnish, Malu, and Saru. So basically everybody from craftspeople all the way up to royalty have bought like anchors because they knew this would be the Void Arena. And the lower caste members did not have enough money for cast iron or small metal, like basically restraints. So you have a lot of casteless people, slaves, and generally just homeless people, basically just like falling down, who like live in the alleys in Derbyton, in the waterways, and like scrounge where they can. It's a hard life, and it's very difficult for them without any hovel, and very little dint to their name. So you have like this awful situation where many people start to fall towards the wall. Some sorcerers and mystics try to stop them, but it's too much for everybody there. The 13 sorcerers are still focused on keeping the void perforation that they've now opened not large enough that it won't swallow the entire like all theaters or maybe even the region. The city's safety still comes first. So let's start taking rock damage for like projectile damage from
No, God.
from these. So we're gonna start rolling some d12s here.
Okay, are we able to, like,
Wiggle, you can totally. So this,
shimmy
it's
out of
a
the way
unique
of stuff as
situation.
they come in? Yeah.
yes, but each progressive piece of wall is against the shift of gravity, so you'd have to basically climb towards the east gate
God.
along the wall.
Can Voodoo even make that climb
That's
with
brutal.
hooves?
Yeah, I would say that Voodle's almost, like, can do like the goat thing, and can
Okay.
definitely do so. And especially like there's
Okay, so-
statues and like shields and whatnot. Yeah, he can kind of
Okay.
throw his whole body and hang on to like a statue's part, like torches and hop on.
Alright, yeah, Voodoo. Oh man, yeah, Voodoo and I are gonna have to try and shimmy our
It's
way
the
over
same
there.
strength of gravity. It's just a different. It's just a different direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just funky fresh. The wall is now
You can still jump. Yeah. Gilthund, you're gonna take. 3 people will hit you.
Okay.
One of them.
Boy.
I believe. So, does a 10 hit or does an 11 hit first of all?
11. Let me double check my stuff. I believe 11 for me just hits.
Okay. On the 11, you'll take 7 minus your DR.
No. That's
so
nothing.
nothing.
You just kind of,
So
in a really morbid way, you just see this person, I guess, because they're dead on impact when they hit me, right?
yeah, this is falling. This is falling debris.
Yeah.
This is hail right now.
So you just watch. as they sort of bounce off the armor and just continue to fall.
That's awful. they make it off, right? You kind of deflect them. It's they hit you. The last one is going to actually be a crit, so they are going to roll in the exceptional hits table and see what they get.
Please, nothing bad. Okay.
Oh.
Six is okay.
So here you are going to get you get hit. It's 2 times damage. You drop your pole arm, so it falls to the bottom of the cliff.
Well, it's a D6 thing, so I wasn't sure if
what
there's a D6 table for that as well.
Oh, so that's true. I should just roll for that one. A 4. Ooh. Well, I mean, up to you.
Arguably worse.
Arguably worse. The reason is because you are knocked down and prone. So you're actually. So here's where the fall damage happens, and you do collide. It's like, ha! I got one, and then it just like tanks you, and you get tanked out. So first of all, the damage, and that'll be 4d6.
Ouchies.
18.
Hey. So
I take something.
5 of that.
Take 5 of that. Okay.
13 damage reduction.
Yeah, it's like I can't even. All right, so 36 out of 41, done. Done with that. The Mind Nebula is actually going to receive the majority of the people. It is actually going to, after the first one, it is going to kind of figure out what's going on, and as soon as like the body of the person touches the Mind Nebula instantly takes control of this person and can manipulate their bodies, and it starts growing a longer tendril of people. So there's like 60 people that make up by the end of it this like long flowing void like prehensile appendage to grab things made out of people. Everybody's like connected by holding hands or legs, and their eyes glow like purple or pink and hue back and forth as the Mind Nebula warbles. So there's like a mind tendril. Giltund falls, and let's see how much damage Giltund is going to take in this situation. I just didn't expect anything like this to happen, but it just shows like how the way the system works out is really, really cool. Okay. I go to the fall damage table here. Oh man. Okay, so roll a d12 for me.
Oh, that's never a fun thing to hear. Okay.
Critical fall. That would suck.
A 1. I hope that 1s are good in this case.
That's really important. I definitely need a second to find this. But okay, I found it. Okay. Oh boy.
Is a 1 good? Tell me a 1's good, Anthony.
I'm so nervous. I keep drinking water. I'm not thirsty, and it's a problem because now I'm like.
It is actually worse in this situation, even though usually it is not.
Good.
Okay.
I was a little bit further than that. I didn't fall from the gate.
A little bit closer to the ground.
18 meters.
We would have made it to an hour and 13 minutes in if Gilton just like eats it right now.
just pop, yeah, just pops him.
Like a Gallagher show. Oh, fuck me.
The one here was double damage.
Cool. So I reduced that by 13.
I will say that as in a first for the game, as a free action, you can draw upon the strength of the crowd to heal yourself for an amount. Currently, we are at 27 hit points, and this is definitely one of the places to use a lot of them.
How many can I use? Is
Half.
there a limit? Half?
Half rounded down.
Okay, so half rounded down, so I'd be taking 28, so I can heal myself for 14.
For 14.
Okay, so I'm not hurt yet. You weren't yet. I'm pretty close though.
What are you
I
at?
have 14 damage
I am at
total then,
a
because you have 13.
solid 22.
22. And I'm sorry, Rin, what was that?
No, I was also doing the math because you're. Thank God for damage reduction, right? Because like that's your full health right there.
Yo.
Like,
Yo,
Yeah.
if I didn't have high damage reduction, I'd probably just fucking splatter.
yeah.
That would have been ridiculous. And you're still prone. Rin, you're right next to Guildhund. And Guildhund is prone and unable to move. You already have a +1 against people, you know, who are, because you're mounted, but then also prone.
He'll sort of just look over. Hey, Rennie.
Oh no.
You know, when you said you were falling for me, I didn't think that this is what you meant.
I didn't think it was literal either.
Rin also has 2 salves. So you can be nice,
Excuse me.
or you can be mean.
I will be neutral and not tell him that I have the salves. And I'm not gonna stab him.
At this point, because we've exactly, because at this point there has been actual damage taken with Guildhund's fall, we're going to really do the giveaway here. So exclamation point void to enter and get yourself a Black Void core book. Anybody please be my guest and enter this amazing giveaway. I will continue to hype this as we go along, about every like 10 minutes or so. So apologies in advance for the repetition, but I want you to get that free book. All right. What is Rin going to do here?
Is there a way that she can help Guildhund up without leaving?
Without leaving Voodoo? Yeah. So what I would say is that, I mean, you like, he's prone, but he's not unconscious. You could throw him a salve, and he could use it on his turn without having to get up. And then you could, you know, maybe like he can get up and use it on the same turn. That would be okay.
I would. Rin's gonna take one of the she's holding both of the salves in her hand, and she'll drop one down onto Guildhund. No fun if you die too soon. And then, can I have Voodoo try and climb out of this arena?
Yes, please. So let's do in this case. Oh man. Let's do a D12 for success here, for like climbing, basically the skill, if you happen to have any. We'll say that this is if you do not have any relative skill, let's use Voodoo's strength modifier times 2 plus that 1d12.
All right, so Voodoo has a strength of 5, so modifier of 2, so it'll be a +4 to get out. I have acrobatics. That doesn't help Voodoo, but would that help me?
If you get off Voodoo, yeah.
I want to get off Voodoo! My baby! Alright, Voodle. Voodle rolled
Yikes.
really fucking bad.
Okay.
Voodle, so
Voodle.
Voodle rolled a 1.
Yeah. Voodle, roll a d12 for me.
You.
The prehensile tendril stretches from the Mind Nebula across to where basically you and Voodle are. So
Oh, no.
I'm gonna draw a shape here.
It just strung people along. Is that what happened? Is it just like a
Yeah,
people's tail, or is
that's exactly what it is.
Oh.
it just disturbing?
So now, like that, basically that black outlined area on the left side of the arena, you can step on, and use it to climb, and the people will tell you like thank you, and how are you doing, like as you go up. Like they're all hive-minded right now. So.
Alright, cool.
Cool. I
Yeah.
mess with it. Like it's awful.
Super
like,
cool.
It's
Super fun.
it's such an awful. Like it's such an awful thing. Okay. So you hop on, I guess, and you can kind of at least hop on to that section. Pop, as you're on. So you're right now you're standing on people. Or
Okay.
you're on Voodoo who's standing on people.
Sorry.
The void emanation effect is going to happen again. This time it is going to be a 5.
We wanted it low, right?
Shut.
So I'm gonna put it here that this void effect is the gravity changing back to normal, because I do want to see what happens. But it just goes to show, can't ever trust the void perforations. The Mind Nebula is also going to go with the tendril, and it's going to start swinging at the wall with people, and it's going to start attacking the crowd. In particular, it's going to start attacking the Sarnish cast where the Prophet is, and he's like,
"Oh, everybody, we have a disturbance here in the box. There seems to be a gigantic tail destroying us, but it seems like it is avoiding the North Sea."
And so in the box, like the tentacles just going in and like slurping up people, adding it to the prehensile tail.
Is Voodoo still on the thing, or
no? It has since it has since
like,
moved back towards the north, and you can touch sand again.
Hooey!
However, I'll save that for later. I'll save that for later. That's enough for one round. Guild Hunt, back to you.
Yeah. I guess he's just gonna get up, take some healing salve, and is just sort of like Vapo Rub is just sort of like reaching into his armor, rubbing it on his chest. He's like, oh, that hurts. Ow.
Roll a d12 for me.
You got it.
Or 2d6. It's probably better.
2d6. Got it. 4.
Okay. You get 4 HP back for a total of 26, and you're gonna get 2 more each round for 3 rounds.
Okay, for 3 rounds. Got it. So I'm at
Still pretty solid. Still pretty solid. And are you gonna use your maneuver to rise?
Yeah, I'm just getting up, man.
I'm just getting up. Okay, back to Rin.
Yeah.
Oh no, please. What does Gildan do? Yeah. What?
Oh,
Please characterize.
I like to think he gets up and looks at her, and from what we saw earlier in terms of when he was sort of in that delirious state for just a bit. Looks up. You're as beautiful as the day we parted ways, Rennie.
Literally, everybody from now only the Maalu, the Saru, and the Muati, because the Starniche Terrace is getting annihilated by this tentacle monster right now. And the other casts start throwing roses, opals, and like symbols, like votive figures of like Ishtar, and like other and Bestad and like other goddesses of like love and intimacy. Basically, there's like a there's a known. Even the prophet is like, wow, this is heartbreaking. Everybody forced to fight in the arena for dominance, for fame, for success, for wasta, which is basically like your actual reputation and what you can do. It's awful. Like you look each other in the eyes, dirtied, bloodied, avoiding this like void emanation in the background as like this brain dust falls over everybody. It's awful. We'll be getting back to Rin, who's probably gonna stab Giltund or run.
Oh, totes for goats.
Oh God, what do I want to do?
It's very sad.
Can you run, Phil?
Yeah.
He sort of. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I thought you
Giltund.
asking.
Oh yeah, I thought you were
Yeah,
asking me
that's
if you
not
could.
good.
Yeah, you can run.
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah.
yeah. Fuck that hurt.
Yeah, this not good to breathe in. Not really perfume. I suggest if we want to really fight, I'll meet you in the other arena. And Rinwell
Sprint off.
to defensive stance and have Voodoo just run, not sprint.
You're just tanking. You're just like stone up, and then Voodoo like just books it. How much can Voodoo run?
Voodoo has a movement of 10, so with a run,
20.
that's
Wow.
20.
It's so good. Okay. Yeah. Right about over here. So you pop on over. I'm getting close to the edge of the arena now. It is going to be the Mind Nebula's turn. The Prehensile Tail will start attacking everybody in the arena. So it's going to do like a big slash amongst the ground, like a sweep. Now that it's acquired enough people for at least 30 meters of contiguous tendril, and so 30-meter radius around it. It is going to launch like this wall of people. So let's see how that does.
I whip my people back and forth. I whip my people back and forth. I whip my people back and forth.
Does it hit an 11? I know for Giltund it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but I took defensive stance.
You took defensive
Does it hit
stance.
Voodoo?
Doesn't hit
It
me,
does-
but
it-
it does hit Voodoo.
It definitely hits Woodle. I don't think it'll knock you off if it's not yet. It doesn't seem to be a crit. Let's just see how much damage it does. However, it will deal 13 points of damage.
I tanked that shit, baby.
Eat it.
Oh
You-
man.
You eat it. Rin, how much do you take?
Does it even hit me?
Oh, sorry, not you. Voodle. Voodle, how much? You can roll, oh, does Voodle have any damage reduction? Let me actually check
No.
if Voodle has any damage. If any, no? Probably not, because he's just Voodle. Oh,
It's
no.
brutal.
Oh, Voodle. No, not at all.
Voodle's
Voodle's not dead.
So is
Voodle's at 5 health.
So Voodle is hurt.
Voodle's hurt real
Voodle got
bad.
hurt. Voodle's really, really hurt. So it does hurt Voodle, but Voodle's able to kind of like jump over it, and it gets kind of its lower half, and it's banged up, but Voodle's still able to walk, still able to climb. However, it will do so. It'll have a -2, you know, to most of its rolls because it is injured. It is very hurt. So Voodle's injured, but you know you're still on it. You're still riding Voodle. You can apply your other salve to Voodle if you'd like. In the meantime,
yeah.
back to Gilton.
Mhm.
Yeah, I regained 2 hit points, so I'm at 28. I like to imagine you just watch as these people. It's in a very like Moses parting the Red Sea sort of like, you know, imagery. You just watch as these people sort of splash against Gilhunt, and it doesn't do anything to him. He's just like, to the other arena it is. And he will sprint.
Ooh.
So I can basically get right by them. Okay, cool.
With a sprint? Wow.
Yeah, with a sprint, because my movement's 5.
Yeah, it's great. Falling really does a number on you, and you and you arrive like right next to Voodle and Ren.
And
Out of breath.
he just sort of looks at Voodle's like, hey buddy. Gives him like a little bit of like a scritch under his chin.
The injured Voodle is very kind to Gilton. The prophet says, "Even Voodle remembers Gilton."
That is a sad one, everybody.
What does that say? Okay.
Never forget
At
who
this
raised
point-
you.
That's no, stop my heart. At this point, we're at the halfway mark, so we are going to take a 10-minute break. Give our wonderful players a chance to recoup. Remember, there is a giveaway! !void to enter a giveaway for a chance at a court rulebook. Everyone who has just joined the chat, if anybody recently, get that book. And we are going to go for 10 minutes, and everybody can continue trying to get it in the meantime. So, see you in 10, everybody. Rin is going to do to keep Voodoo alive. Welcome back, everybody, to a Wednesday night Blood Bowl winners bracket finale for our giveaway and project here for Encephalopod game for Black Void. So make sure to enter that giveaway by doing !void and picking up your chance to get a Black Void core rulebook. It is a really thick, beautifully detailed book, and it is like 500 pages. It is like ridiculous and super cool, so you should totally check it out. We are here and back. I'm sorry, 400 pages. It was close. It's still quite a lot of content. And our winner here is going to be immortalized in Lynn as a character, hopefully even maybe an NPC. And I would love to run one of them in my Black Void game, which I will definitely do now because this game is awesome. And I love Bronze Age role-playing. I am your prophet, everybody, also known as the Arbiter, or ST, for this game of Black Void. We're back here with our champions from last time, Rin and Gilthund, respectively, for bracket 1 and 2 of our Black Void competition. 7 others dead, and only 2 remaining here. Now, there's been some tumbling, there's been some rumbling, and our friend, our alien deer friend, known as Voodoo, and a Kopi, has been wounded under Rin here, mounted companion. And Gilthund, who had wings, fell from the sky when the gravity shifted. We are now back to a normal arena, and they're back escaping. What is going to happen? Let's see who's up next. Gilthund, I believe...
I just used my sprint before the break.
Yeah, and then you got 2 health back, so you're at 28 now, which is nice. And Rin, it'll be your turn.
Cool. Can I apply the healing salve to Voodoo?
Yes. Yes, and Voodoo can run.
Okay. Cool. How much do I roll to heal? It's 2d6?
It's 2d6, and then +2 for 3 rounds.
5 health. Okay. Okay.
5 health.
Looking good.
Great.
Good.
So
right,
back to 10 or 11.
11
for Voodoo here. Yeah, 11. This is gonna live. It's gonna live. It's gonna live. It's gonna live. That's fair. You grinding every last bit of HP dust.
Yeah. And Rin's just gonna be like, we gotta run. We gotta go. Come on, Gilly. You're never much slower than me, so people just keep up fine. And then just on Voodoo and have Voodoo run into the next arena, but not straight forward, but run along the wall.
Yeah, the dust cloud definitely gets into Gilthund's face, and kind of dirties his army a little bit. But apart from that, it's just he's fine, and he didn't mean it. It's just gotta run, gotta run. You're so close. Next up is going to be the Mind Nebula, who has a 1 but continues to jam itself in the middle of initiative. With its overwhelming powers in the sphere of the mind. So this is what I like to call the void turn, basically. So we'll do void perforation effect as well as Mind Nebula tendril action, whatever the Mind Nebula would like to do. So in this case, Gilthund, roll me a d12.
You got it. Plus anything or just a straight d12?
Just a straight, or a d12. I would say your willpower modifier times 2 plus 1d12.
Okay, so that is. Let me double check. I think it's +2. But let me double check. In terms of with it doubled. Okay. Nine.
Oh boy. Roll a d6 for me.
Yup. Three.
Okay. Gravity shifts east.
Oh, good. Hey, at least we fall through the gate, I guess.
The Mind Nebula and its tendril fall whilst everybody else falls at the same time. And it's just like this
Did
this
Voodoo
falling
make it
mass.
out into the other arena with a
So
run?
Rin, Voodoo, and Gilthund are yeah. So Rin and Voodoo made it out. They're in the tunnel. Gilthund, you're gonna fly straight through the tunnel, and you're gonna basically land right on Rin and Voodoo. So I don't know which one of you should make the D12 for damage and resistance. In this case, let's do Gilthund.
I'd say
or
since
What
Rin is sort of on the receiving end of this.
See,
I would say
okay,
no.
so yeah, because like we did for you, the same way that when the person hit you. Okay, so Ren, you can roll a d12 plus your agility modifier, or your agility modifier times 2 plus 1 d12.
Okay. Agility
As that
is a
happens,
what?
The Mind
Okay.
Nebula is going to try and swipe at Gilthund with the tendril, or grab, before he does it. Let's see if that works out for him.
Yeah, 13.
It's definitely
hits.
going to hit. So it's just going to swipe at you. It's not enough for, it wasn't a crit or anything. So 11.
Yeah, he just tanks it.
Pushaw, and it just like, once again, the people bash into Gilthund's armor and the people just splatter off, into different directions. Or really like sheer in the sense that they fall off the tendril, which means that they just usually land in the sand, and if they're not injured, then they just get up very disoriented about like, where am I? However, in order to soften the landing of the Mind Nebula, it does use its tendril to kind of block it, and so it does. Some people do get hurt. Some people do get, basically used as cushion for the Mind Nebula. But after that, you're no longer in the arena. We end up back in our original arena, where
Man, I realized I miscalculated my movement just out of just a point of order thing. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Because I didn't realize you had your strength modifier to your size factor.
Oh, yeah, it's even better. So the Matterk has grown significantly on our way back. And then, so, you got hit. Rin, you rolled a 6. Let's say that would only be 7 damage.
Does
my damage reduction absorb that?
Yeah. Yeah, your
Yeah,
DR is 10,
yeah.
so it just eats it.
She just sort of like catches guilt. Just redirects you to land on the ground and not honor it.
Cool.
Your armor's not that sharp. That didn't really even hurt.
Yeah. God, I'm glad we're out of there.
Yeah, not really glad to be back in the arena with this thing. How's the what's the range on the plant guy looking right
That's
now?
a good
8 meters.
question, Darby.
8 meters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got time.
We got some time. Yeah. Yeah. Not running straight through that thing. That's for damn sure. Screw that. Who's trying to sit?
It's almost at the point where it's like you're stuck between a void and a void place.
Hard to
This
avoid.
Matterk is generating void, and the perforation and the Mind Nebula are on the other side. We still haven't seen the Eastern Amphitheater. It may or may not be safe. Like I said, it was tied to a lot of blood rituals. So there might be a lot of like banes or boons to be able to take there. There is reason to go to the Eastern Amphitheater, and you might have to do delirium rolls no matter what. Or you can shank each other in this side of the Coliseum until somebody falls. If you're trying to avoid sanity loss, yeah, you can climb the north seat. You can climb even the stands. I'll let you, if to try to get out of it. So whatever you got to do, you got to fly. You know, whatever you need to do.
Is it Rin's turn?
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
sorry. No, it was. So Gilhun fell. It's Gilhun's turn now,
Okay.
right? Or Gilhun
Well,
went.
which means I go up to 30 now.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the gravity
And
fell.
I
Okay.
sprint, and I sprinted last round, so I can't do anything, right?
If you sprinted
Oh.
last round,
Because it says it.
No,
Yeah,
I thought
because
you-
then
on the thing
Gilton,
it says
because
like
Gilton
it's your
fell
full round
through
to
to the
stop.
rest of space. Yeah.
oh, to the rest of it, yeah. So then you just gotta breathe.
I just gotta breathe. Also, man,
Mad Arc.
your boy can't read. I'm going back through some of the character creation stuff, and I messed up a few things. My defense values.
No,
It's fine. It's fixed now. We're good.
yeah, it's okay. You know, it's a really fun combat game, and it really creates an organic situation.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot to it though, so it's okay. So we made it to it's
Yeah.
9 meters now, and now it is Rin's turn.
Yeah, Rin's gonna take a defensive stance and have Voodle run. Not anywhere close to that thing.
Okay.
Just all around the edge. Just whatever it takes to get around the edge to get close to the eastern gate, but just running along that wall.
You're able to
Dribble
run
just-
along it, and then you're able to jump over the prophet even. So how do you do this?
Oh, Rin. As Rin nears the prophet, she's going to stand on Boodle's back, and just for show, I guess Boodle will like kick out his back leg so she can like launch and like use her spear to like go down and then pull out. So she just kind of like and then lands back on Boodle's back.
Oh no, that was almost my head, everybody. I don't know if that was on purpose. I think it might have been.
Just she'll wink at the prophet as she like.
Yeah, I just like turn over, like start waving everybody. Everybody starts clapping. Even the higher casts take a notice. You jump over and you're able to make it with a sprint. It's 40.
Or with a run.
Oh, with a run, yeah, with a run you'd make it there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If you so would you like to go one back and one above to avoid the next circle? Because at
Yes.
this,
Would
yeah,
love
okay,
to do
yeah.
so. Anything to avoid that circle.
anything to avoid the circle. Yep, gotcha. Okay. It is going to be Gilthun's turn.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna be smarter now. I am going to just run. So the wings will sort of
Straight.
carry him upwards. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's just gonna stick right there. That's all you can do. Oh wait, I'm at 32 now because of that salve. That's the
Yes.
last round of it though.
Yes. A lot of health. Doing pretty good. Back
Yep.
from your literal fall. The matter grows once more. To be noted that you can also fight the Madurk. It is relatively weak. It is not actually that strong,
But
so
I
it might
have
be
to get
easier just to.
close to it to do that.
This is true. This is true.
And Gilton already has a -3 to simple actions.
Well, I mean,
This
is
is
he still
for-
in that
for 6
delirious
hours, yeah.
state? Or
Yeah,
oh yeah,
for
that's right.
hours.
It's in a few hours.
5
Yeah,
hours.
for a couple hours. For simple actions.
And unable to do complex actions. I don't want to see what else can happen.
It's been pretty simple so far. Yeah, you know, just run, sprint,
Run, sprint,
catch,
apply
attack.
salve, run.
Yeah, mostly flying. It's mostly flying. Rin, you're up again.
We'll prepare another defensive stance and have Voodle, yeah, just
Turn on the tank power.
avoiding-
Run to the east.
yeah. And then as entering
Boom.
the east, not running straight forward, like running along a wall, like
Yeah. Your gravity, the gravity wall taught you how to walk sideways, and so now Voodle's like used to it and thinks that he
Yeah.
has to run alongside the wall.
wall is friend. Walls are friends. Yeah.
Keep me
But
alive.
I guess Voodle. just hauling ass. I guess Voodle's at 13 health now.
13.
He's healed too.
So, next up, we have Guild Hunt. What are you doing here?
I mean, I gotta catch up. God, this shit sucks.
Trap indeed. The deer really like it's the clutch.
I get to move and do things, and I don't have to choose.
Let's see here. So, I mean, I can catch up with a sprint.
You can. You can.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I gotta catch up, so I'll just
You
sprint,
gotta catch up.
taking the
Gotta sprint
carefulest
through.
course of action.
You make it. Yeah, you make it to the east. Please roll a d12 for me.
Go.
And and your willpower. With your willpower, yeah. So willpower modifier times 2 plus 1d12.
11.
11. This is maybe actually pretty accurate for Guild Hunt at this point, especially returning to this the Blood Ritual Arena. Frenzy. You are overcome with inexplicable rage, and you attack any adjacent living being indiscriminately using the Wild Swing maneuver. You're numb
Lol.
to pain. You are numb to pain, and you suffer no penalties from injuries, as well as being immune to any other psychological effects. So you basically can't be delirious again, like it's very difficult, if at all. Delirious characters.
Does Guild Hunt
Is that
make the attack
is that
now?
an immediate action?
Yeah.
It's, I mean, you did make it through, so if you can, I mean, you guys are right next to each other, so.
Oh, is that so? Is that like a reaction? I have to use Wild Swing, or is it?
I will say that for this time, it basically upon catching up, because it's new, it just resets and you're able to do it. So when you catch up, you do the Wild Swing on either
Oh, boy.
Foodle or Rin. I will let you choose.
Well, Wild Swing says attack 2 targets, so it'd be both of them.
It would be both of you. You also, in a frenzy, will attack using any means possible, resorting to biting, scratching if you lose your weapon. If
Okay.
you cannot find an enemy, you will run at them and attack.
I see.
All
So
right.
I also have a -3 attack mod. Cool.
Yeah, a
so
minus
that
Does
three.
means
this
I'm
count
swinging.
a simple action as well, in terms of the
Well, I
powder
think because
that
of the
Gilton
psychological
inhaled
effects.
earlier?
Well, because I'm protected
Yeah,
from the psychological effects with the frenzy.
exactly. In this case, I'm gonna rule that one actually takes that away. So
Gotcha.
in fact, in this case, you'd also be receiving no penalty because it's off, right?
Cool. Oh.
This one's in
wait,
fact,
so
that
I'm
was
just-
probably the only one you could have gotten that would have been perfect
So
for
I'm just
the
rolling.
one that you
so
had
am I
already
just
got.
rolling straight attacks then?
This is 2 attacks right now from a
boy.
raging Guildhund.
Okay, so-
I mean, this is violent. Do you say something to Rin before you hurt Voodle and
I think
Rin, or?
this is
I
one
did
of those
take
things
defensive
where like
stance.
you
You
did.
did.
This is
You
one
did.
of those deals where his anger is like that really kind of scary, like calm kind of anger. And you just see him
Yeah, you look forward.
just look forward and you see first attack will be on Boodle.
Voodle. It is going to be a -3, not a -6. It would have been a -6 with the Delirium. It's -3 just for the Wild Swing.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1d12 plus 8. I assume
Yeah, that hits.
17 hits Voodle.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit Boodle.
That's gonna be that sweet 2d6 plus. I believe it's. Yeah, wait.
Oh, this is going to turn
I'll be
out
plus
badly.
5. What's Voodle currently at?
Boodle has 13 health with 1 protection, so Voodle would drop
Well-
to
To 2.
I do have Veteran,
2. No.
which
Why would you
lets
do
me
this?
re-roll my damage and take the higher.
Oh.
Lets me. I just rolled twice for
Oh
damage
my
and take the higher
God.
of the two.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my Ishtar.
I
You
basically
want to
have
kill
to
the
re-roll
animal
this.
that
This
you.
is
If you kill it, you're gonna kill the animal you helped, right?
not me doing it.
It's
Oh,
not
thank
so
me.
God! Thank God it's lower!
So 12.
Who's at 2?
All right, and for the one against Rin,
That is wild. Almost.
That's not
11. So that doesn't hit.
No,
No. Chill.
not even close.
I'm good.
I
Okay.
think, though, like, because it's
Uh-huh.
Rin and Rin knows Gil, like, she would know something's kind of up, right?
Yeah, I think so as well. Just like especially attacking Voodle that viciously just seems off.
And I guess I should ask a quick clarifying question about the frenzy really quick. Anthony,
Mhm.
is that something I have to do every round now?
Yes. For D6
Oh,
hours, which
boy.
so roll a D6,
Oh yeah, you got it, boss man.
and let's see if it's a 1. At least it'll probably
4
end before the
hours.
session is over. Okay, so definitely not. Whole time, yeah.
Neato. Love that. Let's proceed.
Rin's just gonna be like, Gilly? Just confused as to why you just stabbed Voodle!
I like to think he's dead silent.
Yeah.
This is actually so like I'm like so like wounded right now personally. Like it's just the prophet is just looking on like, is Voodle gonna die like this? 'Cause I got really close, but I love Guildhund, so this seems moral and correct.
Yeah, but that's my turn.
There-
Swang.
You do feel that the center of the arena is powered by a strong blood ritual, as we described earlier.
Mhm.
Many mystic effects or blood ritual effects may happen if we step into the arena. Many of them good, some of them bad. If you want to hypercharge this fight, Rin, for Voodle and
Mhm.
yourself, stepping into the arena perhaps may be the option.
Okay. I was just about to see how would that amount of distance get me towards one of the circles? I'm trying to
Yes.
have Voodoo disengage so that like cannot be attacked by like Guild Hunt in their
Yeah,
friends in
by this
frenzy.
this attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, so you disengage. That is
Oh
enough
yeah, that's
movement.
a thing I can do.
Yeah, Rin is absolutely going to take a defensive stance as she goes. Like, there's something not right with Guild Hunt, and she is not pleased with it. And Voodoo will go up by 2 health, so Voodoo will be at 4.
So I guess since I have an opportunity attack, Anthony,
Yes.
I'll let. Can you roll a D2 for me to see who I attack?
Can Voodoo be attacked with a disengage if I take the disengage
So
action?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So disengage, no. So Voodoo wouldn't. In this case, Rin would be the one that you would have to. You'd have to hit. Mhm.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Let's roll that D12, baby. D12 plus 8. $13.
Nope.
Nah.
Defensive stance comes in clutch.
It's really good. It's really
It's
good.
so nice.
Okay, so Voodoo's
Yeah.
gonna step into the circle. Roll a d12 for me. With for Voodoo's, let's do Voodoo's.
If you say
What- I
willpower,
wonder
Voodoo
what would
has
be-
no willpower.
No, I don't think it's willpower here. Let's do stamina.
Oh no.
Stamina? Do I add the modifier?
Yeah, so stamina mod times 2 plus 1d12.
Oh, well, fun fact, 0 times 2 is 0.
Oh
What?
no.
Or it's,
Oh no.
it's stamina mod, not stamina the stat, right?
Yeah,
Like,
stamina modifier. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, so. Or...
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
If this goes badly, Voodoo, I'd like to flavor this as Voodoo having been startled by Guild Hunt attacking that just runs.
You.
What do I roll?
If this goes badly. A d6?
5?
Okay. So Voodoo gets a crit on an action that Voodoo chooses. Like a critical success. It could be for climbing, it could be for, like attacking, it could be for anything that Voodoo wants to do, Voodoo will be extremely successful at.
Yes.
So that's
God
Voodoo's turn.
bless.
What about,
Does
and for you,
Rin?
let's roll a d12.
Yeah. Okay. What do I add anything to this d12?
Yeah, your stamina mod times 2 plus your plus 1d12.
Just a
What-
12.
We'll see
what's
how that's
Rin's?
going.
11.
Okay, that's pretty
My
good.
stamina mod?
Let's see.
0.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Increase all traits by 1 for the duration. So strength, agility, willpower, presence, all of these until they're going to increase by 1, and if that affects your mod as well.
Does it can't go above a 5, right? Like if it's a 5, that's it.
In this case, it could. And the mod could increase to a 3.
Holy shit. Let me just write down my. Let me take a picture of my original stats real quick so I don't forget them. Oh my god. Wow. What? How long is the duration?
Roll d6 for me.
Watch it be like.
We'll see how many hours. Yeah, you're just like the
Never mind.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So for the rest of the game.
Rin just got like way rougher.
This is a good point to check in and say we're still
health?
going. So I think your health will probably stay the same, but the rest of your traits, like the modifiers, would
stamina-
increase for any additional stuff.
Yeah, because the stamina just increased by 1. So now I have a positive modifier for my health, for stamina, anyways.
I'll say that you'll get
It
2
can-
HP
it
back
can-
for it at least. Oh, but you're at
Not
max,
taking
right?
Any damage. Uh-huh.
Oh, you're like, I got some free HP.
No. Alright, cool. Alright, sick. Rin's stats look really bonkers right now.
Yeah, like a lot stronger. I mean, it's a good roll. It was a really good roll, right? So this blood ritual can happen. You know, many different things can happen in it, depending on the circle, depending on where you're stepping in, how many you're going through at once, yada yada. Next up is going to be Guild Hunt.
Yeah. I mean, I just have to wild swing at things, right?
If you're chasing, yeah, but I can still let you like move where you wish. So if you would like to move into the circle before attacking, you could.
You know what? Sure.
You can engage.
Let's do that. So we'll just step into the first circle. And you said it was a d12 plus my stamina modifier doubled, right?
Yeah, your stamina modifier times 2 plus 1d12 exactly.
All right. That's 1d12 plus 4 for me, baby. I rolls 16.
16.
Who's that aimed
Okay.
at?
Well, that's
No,
for
it-
the circles.
Roll a
Oh,
d6 for
the
me.
circle. I see.
This is the best possible outcome, by the way.
2.
Okay. You can choose one success from a table that I may or may not be able to show you in just a second.
Oh.
Holy
You
guacamole.
just choose it. You just choose it.
As we predicted, a crit might change the game.
Yeah. That's a thing.
Okay,
that's
so I don't
happening.
think I can show it. I don't think we have it, but just
Okay.
literally pick anything you can possibly think of, whether it be like do you want stats? Like, do you want guaranteed crits? Do you want rerolls? Like, what are you looking for?
I think is a guaranteed crit an option on that table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Well-
Yeah, that guaranteed crit sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. You're like, okay, yeah, I'll take the crit. Thanks. I'll take the
Well, I
crit.
think I think it goes with the frenzy because he's just like swinging wildly.
Oh, it's
at,
really good. I wonder who you're gonna use the
Um,
crit on. I will let you roll or decide that yourself.
I think at this point,
Rin's face.
I like to think in this frenzy state, his intellect is almost sort of like reduced, you know? So
What would you like?
he just
Who would
sees
you like to
he just
attack?
sees Voodle is hurt and is like, all right. Looks at Ren and will just thrust the spear forward. And you said it could be an auto crit, right? Is that how that works?
Yes, indeed. Yep.
On Voodle?
On Voodoo.
No, on you.
Oh,
On
on
you.
me? Oh,
Oh,
thank God.
Okay. Yeah. My heart. My heart.
So we have to roll on that severity table, huh?
Yes. Roll a d12 for me.
If it's a high roll, oh boy. 10.
That's
So
triple
let's
damage,
let's
isn't
roll
it?
that d.
Roll a d6.
let's roll
Yeah,
that
well, it
D6.
depends. A low roll of this would be
5?
only times 2. Never mind. So still 5. Still 5.
So it's times
Um,
3.
Times 3 damage. Held items
So-
are dropped, and your arm is useless until fully recovered. Any physical actions suffer -3 penalty due to the immense pain until the arm is bound and pinned. So you can succeed on a medical roll essentially and try to splint that if you want, and depend on
Alright,
your higher
let's see what this
traits,
damage is.
or you can just take the -3.
Oh boy. Let's roll for veteran just to see if that's any higher. No.
Nope.
Okay, it's gonna be 10 tripled
Yeah, 10.
to 30. Plus
Reduced
5
by
is
8.
35.
Rin
So
is
you're taking
barely
27.
up. Yeah, barely up. I am.
Rin, you can use what we have from the regen from the crowd.
Yeah, I would
as a
love
free
to
action on
use
your
that
turn.
regen. Do I round up or down for the health?
And yes, down. So
So is it? So
should be
I wanted
eight.
to ask a clarifying. Is it half of the reserve pool rounded up or down?
Oh no,
Or
sorry,
is it
no, it was
half-
it was the original. It was, I guess, like the total. So in this case, I would say that Rin would actually have like. I think you took how many? You took 13. Rin should have at least 16 because we've gotten some more since then. Because
Okay,
there's only
gotcha.
so there'd still be one, and so there'd still be one left for you, Guildhunt, actually.
Oh, cool.
Neato.
So
So I
Rin's
took
at 19.
27. I took. Okay, I'm at 19. That's much better.
And now I
I'm
have to roll
above
my
her.
attack against. I have to roll my attack against Voodle.
At least
Attack
the
against
crit
Voodle.
wasn't on Voodle. That's still
11
gonna
is a
hit
crit for
her.
me because of crippling strike.
Oh, okay. So Voodle's dead.
Let's just see how badly I eviscerate this poor animal.
No. This is like the worst
one.
possible way to say.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on,
so
the reroll
if I roll
with the
these-
weapon master. Yeah, what are you gonna pull out?
I don't have Weapon Master.
Oh.
I have Crippling Strike, Devastating Blow, and Veteran. So 6. So they suffer -1 to all actions and half movement for 1 round, but that's probably not gonna matter because of the damage.
That's not really relevant. She's dead as fuck.
Roll again for Veteran, just for funsies.
Just for funsies?
So that's up by 1, so 13 damage to Voodle.
Yeah, Voodle is just gone.
And
I'm flabbergasted.
if I may, Anthony, I would also like to use some of that regen pool to gain some health back.
Yeah, so take 1 for 33. So I guess this would be characterized as you killing Voodle, and then cheering to the crowd for a little bit of regeneration as they cheer you on. What happens? I mean, I have to picture this. What goes on with Rin? What happens with Guildhunt?
Can Voodle, or can Rin, like, at least hop off Voodle so she's not pinned underneath Voodle's, like,
Yeah,
body?
of course. Oh, that's morbid. Of course.
Oh,
So,
God.
I like to imagine Guildhunt just takes the spear, or I guess like his polearm that's like bladed on the ends, and just thrusts it into Rin's side at first. Well, I guess it's more her arm because her arm's crippled. And then pulls it out and just seems to look at Voodle like it's one of the lowest creatures he's seen. And just
That's not
thrusts
you.
the polearm center of mass and pulls it out.
These spear-crossed lovers, everybody. Tragedy has finally struck what we all thought was at least a happy separation. It seems like there was anger, rage beneath, and there has been our first casualty. Everybody, raise your votive figures and candles up in service of the everlasting Voodoo. And you actually see the whole crowd like raise like candles, votive figures, prayers, kind of call out and give their essence to guide Voodoo to the happy field in the great beyond. I'm devastated, everybody. As your prophet, I have never seen such a tragedy as this. Truly, the winner we all needed, we all wanted even.
Rin
But life
is
is
just
like
gonna kneel by Voodoo and just as Voodoo passes away, just going to just like just like you know that thing where like someone's like really sick and you're like it's okay, it's okay. That's like what she's doing to Voodoo. It's like he's like dying and just like hugging his face, like his head in her lap, and just like it's okay. You did so good. You did so amazing, Voodoo.
It's like you really see like there's such ritual happening around at this point that I'm gonna do something not in the rules, but I can't imagine how this would work out any other way. Rin, Voodoo's spirit will unfortunately actually upon further depending on how you
Get
look at
sucked
it.
into the
Fortunately,
Uh-huh.
yeah, like is going to be ritual sacrifice for the blood ritual, but in doing so, its spirit will provide you the best boon possible from the table, in the hopes that it finds you well in this battle. You can choose D3 boons freely, or I'll just three. You can choose 3 boons freely from the table. This could be 3 crits. This could be 1 crit and additional traits increased. This could be like 1 crit easier on a 10. You have like 3 combat wishes, kind of, that Voodoo will grant you. And I want to see
Oh
if this
my
changes
god,
anything
Voodoo!
in this. Yeah, in this.
Uh, can we start with? I guess start with a crit. Do I choose
Yeah.
a combat maneuver to hit with?
You can
Or-
no, you can just like we can do that at the end. Let's choose the boons first. But yeah, so you'll do a combat maneuver to use that crit. What else would you like? Would you like
God.
additional traits? You can increase your traits, like you can add to your rolls. You can add to your traits. You can add to your powers. You can you can say 1 action automatically succeeds, no roll required.
Would
So you
I
can
be
get
able
like 2
to
guaranteed
heal
hits.
back the rest of my health?
Heal the rest of
With
your
one
health.
of the
Okay,
boons?
so sure. So reheal to 11, 1 crit,
I'm at 30.
and then you can either increase all traits by 2. I'm sorry, all traits by 1, or you can automatically
I was
succeed on a roll.
about to say.
It's like
those are-
2 is
those
a
are-
lot.
2 is a lot. One for traits, and then you know either an automatic success or a reroll of some kind or whatever you want.
Let's do another crit, I guess.
Another crit, 2 crits.
Okay.
Voodoo's death. Okay,
Uh,
let's see. You're at 30. You've it's the beginning of your turn. You're at full health. You have 2 crits. What happens?
and so Rin.
That's a D12.
Yeah.
Whenever you for severity, and then
I feel like Rin is like standing up, like she was wearing like relatively nice clothes, armor that's just covered in like Voodoo's like blood, and just going from confused and like worried, like like alarmed at like Giltun's attitude to just anger, like matching Giltun's. She does not know what's happening, but Boodle is lying dead in front of her. The one thing that she felt that Giltun wouldn't do is kill Boodle, and now she's here. Could I do I guess, called attack? Do I call a maneuver
Yes.
as I do this?
A call, yeah, you can do a call. You can do a call maneuver and strike on the face. Or-
Yeah, she's like just going for some like a weak spot in the armor or something, just ramming it in her spear.
So that's really, really strong. I'm thinking about how
roll
this
a-
would work out. Yeah, so it'd be a D12.
Mhm.
9. Roll a D6.
A 1.
And roll damage.
Okay.
Just a d12. I will, however, re-roll that to see if it just gets a little higher with veteran. Nope, that's an 11. Doesn't do
20.
anything to Giltun.
So 20. So that's 22.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it's doubled because of the crit. So
Oh.
22
Yeah, 22.
reduced
Exactly.
by 13. Oh wait, no, because it's called shot to the head. So it's reduced
Called
by
shot to the head.
5. Okay. I'm injured.
But you
Where are
don't
you at?
suffer any deficits from being injured because of your delirium thingy, right?
Well,
This is
actually,
true.
sorry. No, I'm hurt.
Yeah, hurt. So -1 all
Taking-
rolls, but that's that's
I was at 33.
but
taking
it's
17 down to 15.
Rin is
Okay.
correct that you won't
16.
take any health conditions here. Actually, because you are immune to pain right now. But I will say that you took enough damage to take a crippling injury. So roll a
It
d12.
does
on
say
for
that
me.
I suffer a major bleeding wound. Is what it
Oh,
says
major.
on
Oh,
here.
you already got the major bleeding wound. Okay, yeah. So you will just roll. We'll just take off. Let's see. Bleeding. It's actually really interesting because we haven't encountered bleeding yet.
It's a good question.
Oh,
I got
Rin's
it right
just
here.
using both hands on her spear. It's just. Ugh.
So this is going to be a. Oh yeah, you're just taking damage basically. You're just taking damage with this.
Cool.
And it won't be like effect. So it'll be it'll be a 2d4, and it won't be reduced by armor for
Cool.
3 rounds.
Got it.
Okay. So Rin, you struck the. You got that damage. You still have 1 crit left, and we'll just do your bleeding now. 5. Where are you at?
I am. Give me just a second.
Yeah.
I will be 1 point above injured.
So it's like 23 or 22.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, this is a good thing I need. I have Quick Healer as one of my attributes. So I need to roll a d12 really quick.
Ooh. Yeah, everybody, check out that giveaway. So exclamation void to win a free Black Void core book. In Guild Hunt.
So it's just gonna keep. So basically, it stays for 3 rounds.
Okay.
It'll only get reduced if I rolled like a 1 or a 2. So.
Okay. I see. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. The tables are turning. It is going to be Giltun's turn next. You can move further
Okay.
into the rings if you wish. If you wish further boons, but you also risk worse backlashes.
Veins.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. I think because this is sort of, I guess, the peak of what's happening here. You just see the eyes almost kind of become this like iridescent red rather than this sort of normal red from the frenzy.
Beautiful.
Could I
demon
do
red.
a swarming attack, Anthony?
Yeah. Well, normally I would say yes, but it Wild Strike is the, even though there's only one target, Wild Strike seems to be the maneuver you got to use. What I will say though is you can start to make stamina rolls to get rid of the delirium. If you roll a hard difficulty of 12, so if you meet 12, you can get out of it.
Okay. So
And you can
1d12
attempt it once per
plus
round.
2. And is that my action or is that just a free thing I do?
No, it's just a free. Yeah, it's something free you can do every round.
Okay. So we'll see if that 13.
Would you like to roll that swarming strike?
I like to think. Okay, so for a split second you see him come out of it, and he kind of looks down and sees the spear thrust in him.
Rin's just like shedding tears. Like, we're standing over Boodle at this point.
And he will
My
just
child is dead.
lift the spear. And let's roll this d6 for swarming attack. On big numbers. 5.
5.
I'm gonna roll 5 attacks at a -1 modifier. So that's gonna be so -2. So that'll be a plus 9.
Plus
I
9?
believe?
Yeah, because your
Yeah.
to hit is an 11, so
This is gonna be
not that I've been keeping track.
scary. This is gonna be scary.
Alright,
It's once
so,
again the swarming attack.
A magic regenerative health pool. Where are we at? Okay, that hits.
so
1.
Ren. So okay, so that's 1 attack that hits. Another
hits.
attack that hits.
No whammies, no crits.
Another
No
another
whammies, no
attack that
crits.
hits. Another attack that
That
hits. And the last one. Oh,
That one.
A mishap.
That one hit.
That's a
oh,
mishap.
that's a.
A mishap.
Ooh.
Let's roll
So
the
we'll-
mishap.
let's roll the. Well, should we roll the 'cause
mishap
the last
first.
attack? I feel like we should roll the damage for the first 4 first.
Because they execute. Sure, okay, that makes sense. Because they execute before the other ones conclude.
Yeah. Roll 2d6 plus 5.
So close. Just, ooh, if it was the
So-
first one.
So, is the damage reduction
Oh.
for the total, or is it for each attack?
No, for each. For
Or
each.
for-
Yeah, for each.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
So
get
that-
to re-roll
that
that
one-
God. Oh.
All right. So I take 2
so
for the
17
first
points
one.
of damage for the first attack.
Mhm.
No, it's 17 because I'm re-rolling with veteran and got 2 6s.
Plus 5, but I'm subtracting
Plus the
10
5.
for damage reduction.
So
you
7.
take 7 from the first one.
Yeah. Okay.
Scary. Veteran, no. Swarming attack and veteran is dangerous. This is scary.
Re-roll veteran. So 15 on the second one.
So 5.
And re-roll. So 12 on the
15
second.
on the. Oh, 12? Okay.
So 2.
Yeah.
Oh, because you use a new one? Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, let's see if we get 2 sixes. Oh, okay,
Nope.
so that's gonna be 16 on the last one.
Plus 6, so I take a total of 20 damage.
Still alive.
That
And then
super hurts.
And you're hurt.
And then I need to roll mishap.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, actually,
can I
before
use
that
that
last
one
damage.
health?
Sorry, before that last. Yeah. That was those were 4. Oh, I see. Those were 4 damages. Now you're gonna roll a mishap. Okay, yeah. And then what?
Yeah.
Can I take that health from the regenerative reserve?
There's one
You
left.
want
I
to take the
think.
one? Please do.
I'm at 11.
Alright, let's see
Thank
what
God
this
I asked
is.
Voodoo for some help. Holy shit.
The
3.
crowd really helped out here.
Distracted and
3,
confused by the
okay.
turmoil of combat, the attacker completely loses focus and suffers -3 penalty to their next action.
-3. So, whatever it's for, Rin, it's your turn, and you have a crit. This is for all the marbles.
I have to do some math for this. It is bleeding.
Oh yeah, Gilthun, take
Currently
another.
at-
I'm gonna do another D8.
Well, would it be at the top of my combat round?
But did?
Because this is
I
still
think we already
take it
did.
last
the
round?
same round of combat.
Oh, we did. Oh, it's
Yeah.
the
It's
same
the
one.
same
Okay,
round
sorry.
of
It
combat
was.
still.
It's,
Okay,
it's
okay,
just
I was-
way
it
up
was
there.
long. Yeah, I was just. I was like, wow.
Well, when it comes to my turn, I'll take that 5, I believe. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
we'll
the-
see
the
what
5,
happens
the
with
5,
this
okay.
crit.
The bleeding. So that's the bleeding. And then Rin can decide. You can do a swarming attack too. Either crit would work on one attack, and then you can do, however many else you roll. You can do
Yeah.
another called shot. You
That's why I'm
can-
trying to weigh the options because Guild Hunt has so much damage reduction that it's a problem.
Best option would probably be to immobilize or incapacitate for continuous
Yeah.
pushes.
I will say because we got to make this more heartbreaking too.
Yeah,
You
hit me.
see, upon finishing the attacks and looking at Voodle, I mean, same thing that you're doing. Tears just streaming down.
No, because you're out of the delirium. You've regained your sanity.
You freaking.
Oh my god, everybody. He's just realized
What he's done. He can't take it back.
I guess. I think I'm gonna have to try it with swarming attack. I'm guaranteed a crit on 1, so we'll see how many more I can get.
Let's do it.
I have to roll a d6 to see how many I get.
A D6.
4.
Okay, 4
Okay.
attacks.
4. So crit on the first one. What about the other 3?
Right on the. All right. So I roll a d12 plus 1 to hit. Right? No, a d12 plus 11. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, you get a -1 because of the swarming strike. Oh wait, yeah.
But the defense value is a lot lower that you need to hit because you ignore a lot of
Yeah.
Gilthun's defense.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So it's okay if
so
you
then
have less.
it'll be a d12 plus 10 then. Oh my god! Oh, my god! Look at all those! Oh! Woo!
Wait. I'm not seeing numbers.
Marlo! Marlo!
That's amazing. Thank you so much
What
for
did
that
Marlo-
amazing.
Marlo
Just gifted
just-
5
What did Marlo
subs.
just
Five
do?
And we've hit our sub goal for today. Thank you so much for helping us hit our sub goal for our Bloodbath Bonanza. I got to do something wild here. Rin, you're getting back up to 15 health immediately. No questions asked.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
get some more in here. Giltund, you get to choose D2 boons.
Okay. How about some healing there, bud?
You both get up to. Are you at 15 or are you at? You're at
Or-
22. Is that accurate?
Oh no. I'm at like. Hold on. I'm at 11 right now.
Oh, okay. So
Oh my
you
God!
regain up. Basically, both of you get back up to half health, so you get 22. So that is accurate.
Okay.
In addition to
Oh, yes.
choosing 2 boons from the list.
Okay, so I'm back up to 22. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. In addition to
Okay.
choosing 2 boons, and Rin
Okay.
just gets back up to half. Had to do
Fair.
it.
Fair.
Pirates. Pirate life.
I'm thinking.
Pirate life.
I'm thinking.
Traits up.
I think
You can choose traits. You can choose crit. You can choose.
I mean, crit for sure. I guess my question is, does that healing stop my bleeding wound or no?
I will say yes. That's gone.
Okay. Cool.
The power of the sub.
Crit and yeah, let's boost each of them traits, baby.
Boom. All traits up by 1. Mods increase appropriately.
So I guess this is a weird point of order to ask. If it bumps my stamina up to 6, do I gain more health or no?
That's the same
That's
thing
what-
I was asking, but apparently not.
Yeah, that's what Rin asked, and I'll say no because it was already equated, like when you got in. But the rest of the
Okay,
stats I
got
will
it.
say are good.
Got it. Cool.
Any rolls you make from here on out will apply.
Got it.
All right.
Cool.
Let's roll to see if I hit.
Yeah, because it depends on
one
these
crit,
hits
so I have to
first
roll
also.
3 of them. I have to roll.
Yeah, 5. This is
Oh,
Yikes.
that's
if
pretty
it's
bad.
if anything was gonna save Giltund, it would be that. That's a
But I
mishap
get to reroll
on
because
the
of
second.
I get to reroll because of Weapon Master.
Oh, Weapon Master! This is the only time where
Fuck
mishaps
yes!
don't matter. It's the only use case. That's great.
Okay.
Still not a crit, but
Thank God they can
But
only
still
do that
good.
on 1 attack. Thank God. Yep.
I think
Okay.
all 3
Okay, so
of
those
those
are all
hit.
hit?
yes,
Yep.
they
As well
do.
as the
No
crit.
extra crits. No extra crits.
Okay.
So
No
roll a
extra
d12
crits,
to see that
thankfully.
crit first, and then we'll roll 4. We'll
Please
do
roll
that
low.
damage, and then we'll do the other one.
Please roll.
7.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Okay, roll a d6.
Four. Suffer -3 penalty to all actions for D3 rounds. Yep.
Minus 3 penalty. And roll d3.
Who
Oh,
is
do I roll a
rolling that
D3?
Oh, Gilhun can roll d3. That's or whoever.
Okay.
Actually, whoever. It's fine. 1.
One
Okay.
round.
For 1
Yep.
round.
1 round. Solid.
All right. So
Solid,
now
okay.
I rolled damage for all of these, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This one is multiplied by 2. The other ones are normal.
And I have veteran as well, so I'm gonna re-roll that
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Oh, these do have +1 because of Stabby McStabberson being cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'll take that 6
Okay.
For a total of 7
Yeah.
for the crit for 14.
Well, no, it'd be because you don't add the modifier to it.
Oh,
You add just the
So-
dice, I believe.
Yeah. 12.
13, so I tank it.
unfortunate. Nope.
That is big sad. That is big
Yeah, these are
sad.
big
yeah.
sads.
Seeing more people hop in the chat here towards the
That's,
end.
Man,
get
I
a free
tanked
book.
that regular
Get a free
hit
core book.
too.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I can't do anything to Giltund.
What? Oh.
Because if Giltund's damage
Yeah, it's
reduction is
13.
13, even on a crit,
Yeah.
or max roll, I do nothing. So,
Well,
uh,
oh my god,
right?
that's true. It's just the DR is just so. No, yeah, it's true. The DR is just so much. Wow.
This might be
So,
it.
my turn, right?
This might be it. Yeah, so before we move on, yeah, I just want to say I see more people hop in. Use the giveaway code !void to enter for a chance at a free Black Void core book. It is huge, it's beautiful, it's like very well designed, has beautiful art, and I personally really like the game a lot. So check it out for sure. We got another 5
So-
subs.
What's Rin
So
sitting
we're at
at
10
health-wise?
now.
Is she actually back up to 30? Or
Or I'm at 15. I
now
don't think
she
it's
is.
been
15?
No, now you
Or-
are.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's what. Got another 5 subs. Hit sub goal again. Doubled it. Now
Do
sub
I-
goals at 15.
Do I heal too?
I'm trying to play it even. I'll say that you get 5, and Rin will be at max, so that we at least keep it somewhat,
Yeah.
on the
Fair.
level playing field. Reset it. Oh, I
Alright,
have
so
been
I'm
gifted
at 20
sub. Hopefully you win the book too, Beta. Oh man. So that was
Alright.
cool.
I got a crit.
Rin's back at
I got
full.
a free crit.
You got a free crit.
hey, we giving out
I
boons
mean-
with this sub goal too?
Boons. You know what? Let's say choose one boon for both.
Oh,
And
thanks.
if
I'll take a second crit.
Take a second crit. Yeah.
Can I increase
what I
my
thought was
damage reduction?
I will let you replace your boon with at least using defensive stance.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because
Let's,
your hit rates are at so high, I think you can still hit some of these.
Let's go ahead and do. I mean, let's just do another swarming attack.
With minus
But with
3.
auto crits,
This should be
with auto crits,
this should be
with
this should be
Womp.
minus
defensive
3.
doesn't
Womp.
matter.
I mean,
What
it's
did that
still only
get?
one attack anyway.
Oh, yeah. So these are queued up crits. You have 2 queued up crits. You're gonna use it for this one. Okay. So I mean that hits. It's D12 plus your hit mod, which I know definitely hits. So let's roll a D12 and let's see what you get on that crit table.
5.
5. No double damage.
So
Roll a
D6.
D6.
3.
3.
So target counts
Uh,
as having half the agility score for D3 rounds.
Okay.
Half the agility score. So your mod would decrease probably by 2, I would imagine. And Rin, your that's it. Yeah. So just roll damage. Oh, and you can roll the D3, Rin, for how many rounds?
Is it slash roll D3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a little string triangle there.
3 rounds.
Okay.
Whew.
That is not a green number, really. That is a red number. Okay. Yeah.
So I get to re-roll those. Same fucking number. Yeah.
I'll take no damage.
Woo! You got half the agility for 3 rounds. Have fun.
Oh boy.
Now Rin can move further in to try and get additional boons or get a backlash. Crits would probably be the best way. You could do another swarming attack. Hope you get a couple crits. Swarming attacks are probably the best option because it removes his defense value. So I think this is just a battle of swarming actions until somebody falls. Like this is scary. A scary world to live in.
Wait, so since Rin's agility score is treated as half for 3 rounds, does that mean her movement drops as well?
Yes. It
Okay.
should. By 2. Well, movement is tied to strength, or to strength, I thought, actually. So it'd be
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That'd be
never
fun.
mind.
Yeah, 5 plus strength
Ignore
mod.
me.
No, you're good.
5
You're good.
plus strength mod. So my speed actually went up.
Or plus size. I'm sorry. Plus size factor, which is 2.
Okay.
So it's 7. Yeah, it's like 7 basically. For everybody.
My speed is 7?
Well, it's 5 plus whatever your strength mod is.
Which
I
is a 0.
believe. Okay.
Plus size mod. Oh my god. I moved a lot faster than I thought I was.
It's okay. I made the same mistake earlier in the game.
Uh-huh. Oh.
You're so close though. Doesn't matter. You can try and get a. So you can do like what's. You can do an engage. An engage will let you move half. But still attack. So you can move like. Yeah. So you can still and in fact if you move behind him, he will receive an additional -1 for being behind him. You might be able to get another circle.
I would love to engage and swing around behind Guildhund.
Okay.
Stylistically,
Gets behind
she's gonna,
Guildhund.
Like, yeah, she's gonna push her spear into the ground and then kick off and then like use the spear to like spin around.
Pose.
And just,
sand in a perfect circle.
Yeah, so I guess like here, would that pass me through another circle to get there?
It would. Roll a d12 for me. A 1 through a 6 is a bane. A 7 through a 12 is a boon. Let's just see here. And these are simplified from normal blood ritual rules, but these are also strange rituals meant for combatants who don't normally use these kinds of rituals.
Do I add
So
anything to the roll?
Oh, to the roll, I would say willpower here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is a stamina roll, so I think you had 0.
Oh, stamina? Okay. It would be.
I mean, you still got a boon.
1.
You still got a boon.
Yeah,
you still got a boon. It's okay.
Okay.
That's nice. Okay, roll a d12 for me. Let's see how those boons are going.
A 7.
A 7. Roll a d6.
2.
2. You are a charmer for the duration, so you can charm people. It is not a great boon for this particular situation. So there's that. However, you can do your swarming attack.
I would love to do my swarming attack.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
-4. This would be a -4 from Guildhund's normal DV.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm not suffering from any penalties at the moment, right? I'm
No.
not injured anymore.
No.
Guildhund is.
She will have. Well, actually, that was just for 1 round. When it gets to my turn again, it doesn't matter. And I guess there's also. I guess you have a -2 or whatever from that when your agility score was
arm
halved.
breaking.
So I guess it's a somewhat less likely chance to hit. But
Does it go off of my agility? The score to hit?
The to hit
would it be
does. So it's probably be a -1
So it'd probably be
now.
a 9. Oh, yeah.
But
so it'd be
actually,
a 9 to hit.
your arm is also broken, so you do have a -3.
oh, I forgot about that.
So 4. So actually it cancels out. So Guildhund's -4 for DV and Rin's -4 for DV cancels out. Rin has to hit like normal. That'll be.
Okay, so I'll just roll a +11 anyways. Or
Yeah,
should
yeah,
I
yeah.
check?
No, that's good. We're just hoping that it's at least a crit.
Okay. Wait, so she gets
Alright,
2 attacks if I'm looking at that right? Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Do I need to roll a d6 for
Oh yeah,
swarming
that was a
attack. I
different
did not do
d6.
that.
Oh.
Yeah, the
yes,
D6
sorry.
for swarming.
I get
3,
3
okay.
attacks.
So
So the
18 on the
first
first.
attack
so
hits.
one of that hits.
Second
Yeah.
attack hits, no crit. Third attack.
I
Third
will
attack hit.
re-roll
Barely.
that one.
Okay.
Oh, 1, 2.
Go crit
Ooh,
50,
nice,
baby.
nice. Ooh, okay,
Not
still
crit,
pretty good.
but-
Still pretty good. Still pretty good. This is a close one. Okay, so so Rin's at 30 right now. Gilhan, where are you at?
I am still at 27.
27. That's what I thought. Okay.
Although I don't think if any of these were not a crit, I don't think I can actually damage Guilt Hunt anyways. Right?
No, you can.
Unless
Because I have
his
13 damage
his
reduction.
damage reduction is
13.
13.
Yeah, so that's still higher. Each of those is still higher than 13.
I'm not saying
No,
for the
damage reduction.
Because like even if she rolls
Oh.
a 12 on her D12 with that only +1 to strength, I absorb all of
I
it.
see. All of it. Yeah, no, just like last time. I guess
this is
crits are the only
basically
way
me
then.
just trying to. Yeah, that was basically me trying to roll for crits.
Yeah. Okay, that is pretty good. And then we know where we're at. We know what the stakes are. We know where we're at.
Yeah.
Guild Hunt,
Slugfest,
you're up
baby.
with one more free crit.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're just gonna go. You know, this is what
Let's
it's
do it.
becoming. It's just
This is
a
what it
swarming
is.
Slugfest.
Just
Let's roll that D6.
masses
See how many
of
attacks I get.
appendages just fighting it out.
At 6 attacks. First one is an auto crit.
Yeah.
So let's roll them other ones real quick. So I do have. I don't think I have any minuses right now, do I? Wait, no, I'm not even injured or hurt. That's just a straight D12 plus 11 for 5 more attacks. Actually, it's a D12 plus 12 because my agility went up.
This is gonna be scary. This might be it, everybody.
14.
So that's the
Got
second
it.
attack, because the first one's a crit.
Yep.
Yeah. So 2 hits,
3.
3 hits.
3 hits. 4 hits.
4.
With 5
Yep.
hits. Actually, no, because 3. So that.
Or no,
oh yeah,
that's
that
3.
is 4.
It's
Got
4.
it.
That's 4
Four.
hits.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
5.
All right, let's see what this last one is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 6 hits.
I'm pretty confident that Rin is gonna die here.
We got
Oh,
these
with
Unless
retweet
you
goals.
I'm roll.
We got these. So
roll-
we're gonna do something first. We're gonna give Rin some overshield here. Rin gain 7 above. I'm just gonna round it off. Rin gain 10 above. Giltund, you gain 10.
10. So okay, so,
So I'm
I'm
at
at
37
40.
out of 41. And you're
Got
at
it.
40 health. Yes.
Okay.
Cool, cool, cool.
Let's see if that retweet goal saved Rin's life just now.
Let's
Alright,
roll
alright.
that sweet D12 for severity, baby. That's a
Oh
12.
no, I think she's dead. Triple damage, unless you roll ass.
Severity
Roll
triple
that-
damage.
So 4. That means the
Oh,
victim suffers a
wasn't
major
Giltund's supposed to-
bleeding and is unable to move for D12 rounds. She also suffers 2 crippling injuries.
This
So
scene
let's roll
is
that
looking
damage.
like the end. Yeah, roll that 3
Bleeding
times
for-
damage.
Did Giltund take
Let's see if I get.
triple damage?
See if I get 2 6s. Okay, so that's 11.
Giltund took
tripled
damage.
to 33. So that's 39 total.
I'll take 29 damage, or 600 health.
We also have to roll on the crippling injuries table before we do anything else. I'm
Okay, go
gonna
ahead.
share it, and then yep, here it is, and then we can roll twice. Rin will.
Okay, so that's 12 for that, right? A D12. Oh, I accidentally exited out of mine. I can see it on here.
Do I roll? Do
Okay,
I
so
roll
I roll
d12
a
twice?
Yeah, yeah. Rin,
what's that-
Rin
what's
rolls a
that-
d12 twice.
See what happens.
8.
8. Deduct 1 point from your
My
agility
agility
permanently.
goes down again.
Yep, and 1.
1.
Okay.
Uh,
But that's pretty
So
bad.
basically
It's
her-
a -3 penalty. So it's a -6
Alright,
total.
so- So Rin's at what, 11 hit points?
Yeah.
11 hit points, -6 to all actions, and this is only the first attack. This is not looking good, everybody.
We roll those. Sixes. Alright, so 11 damage.
So
1.
1. I'm at 10.
10. Oh, this is scary.
See if I get higher.
5.
Okay, so that's 16 for the second.
it's a 6
So I
over.
go down to 4.
4. Oh, this is scary.
Roll that, roll that again. Just
That's
see if
it?
it's higher. Okay,
Rin's
14
dead.
on
Just
the
if it's
second.
higher.
Yep.
Rin is, that's it.
Okay, let's drop the numbers for a second. The death is confirmed. How does this happen?
They're scrambling, everybody. Guild Hunt is swarming. I see cuts. I see flashes.
What's going on?
I'd like to think the first blow, which is the crit, is almost sort of like reactionary to him being attacked. So he, sort of turns and then runs Rin through. And you see her drop. And these last 2 attacks are like just some. You can feel, I guess, the entire arena can feel the aura of just emotional, like, distraught emanating from him. But in his head, he knows he has to finish this.
Literally, everybody's like crying from all casts.
And so, with the second attack, it's sort of like a lazy stab, like, into some general area. And then he'll, with the last blow, he'll sort of get down on one knee and, like, bring himself close to Rin. I'll do everything in my power to make sure they remember you. And he just basically, like, kisses her on the forehead. And he just leaves everything there and just walks away.
Rin.
Before Guild Hunt
Yeah, last words.
runs, walks, just how can I be emotionally devastated? When I guess when Guild Hunt's like spear is in, Rin is just going to just pat his hand and just say, I'm glad I could see you this one last time, Gilly. And just think of like small memories, moments with Guild Hunt throughout the time that they got to know each other before they were driven apart. Just like meeting Voodoo for the first time and like small walks together and like small moments before she drifts off.
As he walks out, Guild Hunt just flips off every single noble there.
That's you're so changed. Yeah, there's mostly crying, especially and rhythmic chanting coming from the Sharva cast. The Moanti cast is cheering. The Sarnish are joining in the chanting. The Ma'alu are distracted, and the Saru are writing your name in the records of victory, of champions for this arena. As they look over and they see this Muati cast member just completely disrespecting these cast members, these upper cast members, and they don't really know what to do because you just won. So they're willing to let you. They're willing to let you do what you like, and be as mean as you like, and kind of be more understanding that something just happened to your former partner. That path will still be open to you if you would like to join them, but for now it seems like the victor has chosen his own spoils. The prophet jumps out of the north seat, runs down to you, one cast higher, and says, "Well, finally, the golden armored chosen boy won the way everybody expected. It seems like the status quo is as everybody predicted." How do you feel about this, Guild Hunt?
Anthony, have you played Mass Effect before?
I have.
Have you seen? You know how there's that one scene where, as Shepard, you can choose to punch the reporter?
The renegade, the best renegade. We're done here. The best renegade option that ever happened.
He just fucking clocks the prophet.
You broke my nose. Come on, I'm just the mascot here.
Some mascot. Just keep walking.
Listen, don't you want to give your ending speech, your thank yous, don't you want to call out anybody in the crowd? This is your chance.
What I had to say is left on that battlefield. Now kindly fuck off.
He's like concussed. I'm going to say that the prophet is going to fall into the blood ritual and experience a backlash. Let's see how bad the backlash is. And I will guarantee that the backlash will be at least, it's going to be a tough roll. Let's see what happens. All right, 15.
Ooh, what happens to him? To them,
Devastated by the backlash, the recipient is left scarred and weakened, reducing, and I will say higher than standard, 6 traits by, and this is supposed to be higher, by 6 permanently. He is in the center. Therefore, what's going to happen to him is going to be the same thing that happens to Minta Dion back in bracket 1. Minta collapsed into a gray husk, and all energy left as all traits were absorbed and reduced, where the person was reduced to a husk pretty much immediately. The prophet is going to burn up and turn into a shriveling, basically a fetus-adjacent creature left in the center of the stage, crying out and using his voice for something other than talking shit. With that, we will end our winner's bracket for Black Void. What a horrifying ending, but a necessary one, and at least some sad. But that prophet needed to die. I'll take off this ring. Signifies that I am the prophet. I am not the prophet, everybody. I am the arbiter for tonight, Anthony. You can find me on Twitter at Praying the Plague. I stream on Weave the Tale. In fact, you can catch our finale for Chew here at 8:30 Eastern in just 2 days, one day after Thanksgiving. I had so much fun playing this, and I'm going to have a lot more coming up with Weave in the coming year. Blue Rose, Symborum, and in January, that's going to be wild, so check it out with us and continue to watch out for Weave the Tail. At this point, I'd also like to announce the winner for our giveaway. Dido, who plays on Shu, actually, won our giveaway contest and the Black Void core book. So I believe she's already been notified, so we're going to get that to you. And you know what, Dido? We can play some Black Void afterwards now and show you what all the hype is about. Guild Hunt, however, you, Spencer, talk your stuff up because you're in the book. Your character, Guild Hunt, Barbarian Gilgamesh adjacent, the most beautiful person the Prophet ever laid eyes upon, is going to get in the book. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Ugh.
What you got going on? How do you feel? Who are you? What's going on?
Man, I thought Spencer would feel good about winning, but man, no. This is one of those things where it's like, I don't feel good about winning this. Yeah.
You killed your ex-wife?
Yeah, pretty much. I have to figure out things now. But yeah,
Man.
I'm not up to much of anything else. But hi, I am Spencer DVA on Twitter, Discord, etc. I guess in the coming months, you can catch me here on one of the one-shot Wednesdays on Weave the Tail, where I'll be running Masks A New Generation at some point in the season. I have to figure that out in terms of a date, but I'm very excited. And I know for a fact that I want to try and at least have my fellow combatant Darby in that game at some point. So we'll see who else we get for that game. Mask is a super fun game. Magpie Games is a pretty cool company. They got an Avatar tabletop RPG coming out, so that'll be really cool whenever that's in full release. If it isn't already, I can't remember when it's releasing. But yeah, that's it for me. I don't have anything else going on in my streaming life. So.
That's a lot. No, that's a lot. I mean, you won this. That's all the glory that you need right now. You're gonna be in the book. This is where I imagine you trigger your Gihun phase, where you know, from this is a Cephalopod game, this is a Squid Game, so you experience tremendous guilt, tremendous loss. You probably, I wonder what happens for Guild Hunt. If you want to give an epilogue as to what you think would happen to Guild Hunt, you may, or if you would like to leave that open ended.
That might be something. If I can give blips to the good people in the movies, that might be something I save for that book.
Ooh, let's see how winning in the Mustan Canal Death Arena has changed Guild Hunt in the book. If I can play an emotionally devastated Guild Hunt NPC in Black Void and see that in the book, that would be redonkulous, everybody. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us for our Blood Bowl Wednesday Death Arena here for Black Void in Derbyton. It was an absolute pleasure being your prophet, your arbiter for this whole experience, and I love playing PvP. I love Bronze Age role-playing. I am excited to do stuff like this in the future, and you can probably catch Spencer and I doing more wild stuff. I might even be in that Masks game because I want to play some Masks, and so there's a lot of stuff going on that you might see Spencer and I together on anyway. That's everything that we have for tonight. Check me out on Friday for the finale of Chew for some more Weave action, because this is the last week for our season. Thanks everybody who joined us. I was so happy we met our sub goal, and that Guild Hunt will be immortalized. Have a wonderful night, everybody, and happy holidays. Oh, Dark, yeah. Please, I didn't know if you had left or not. Awesome.
No, I just turned my camera off because I'm dead.
Because you're dead. We're just doing the,
Yeah.
doing the outros. Please, I would love to hear about your feelings, what you wanted out of this, what you got, and then of course about yourself.
I mean, Spencer and I spent like a whole week just messaging back and forth of like, oh man, what were these characters like? What are we gonna do with these characters? Like, what is their relationship? And I'm glad we got to see some of that in the ring. Rip Voodle. Big sad about Voodle. yeah, real sad about Boodle.
Hey, that
There were some
wasn't
predictions.
my fault.
It was the delirium. It was my sin.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I was in a bad
Man.
headspace, man.
Oh, man. I just... Woo! I mean, I went into this knowing that Guild Hunter was probably gonna, like, destroy me in combat, and that is exactly what happened. Because, Rin does not hit that hard. He hits,
Man.
pretty
Nope.
as it goes.
Made it
So-
pretty
Don't
far
say
over though.
so
We're
super
3.5
short. You got-
hours. You did pretty great.
You got
Like
real fucking close.
Yeah.
a couple
I
times.
probably, in reconsideration, probably should have done another called shot because I think your damage reduction was lower on a called shot.
Oh yeah, it was a lot
Um,
lower. If you had done the headshot, my damage reduction would have been 5.
Yeah. So in retrospect, probably should have done headshots, but no,
It's all in
not
the
even
cards.
a guarantee that it would have crit. All hard of
Exactly.
the cards, and
Hard
yeah.
the cards.
So yeah, that was a ride.
You made it through first bracket. You lived through horrors unspeakable. Even through this game, you
I-
made it through horrors
skin
unspeakable.
of my
The Mind
teeth.
Nebula,
Oh yeah.
the Plant Monster, yeah, the Madark. It's
Yeah. Well,
and anything could have gotten you. And then you fought in this hyped up chaos arena that sped everything up, and Destiny came faster. Good.
but yeah,
What about
Besides
Darby?
that-
What's Darby got going
me,
on?
Ryan Darby. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter as @chaotic Darby. That's my real first name. But really, I'm just a possum in a skin suit. Normally I stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But so you can find me there to stream. And on Saturday, I'm going to be in a charity one shot for Extra Life, Kids on Bikes one shot for Vancouver by Night, at 6 p.m. PST, I do believe. So you should check that out because that would be really cool. And I'm struggling to think of literally anything else to say. So yeah, that's me. I'm jazzed.
It was an
that,
absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was an absolute pleasure playing
Fun.
with you, Darby. Like, you did so well. Like, bracket
It was-
one, and this is an amazingly long game. I honestly thought that when Gilhun hit the floor, with those bird wings, you know, that was gonna
Oh.
be like. I thought that was gonna be it. I was
No,
like,
straight.
I was like,
I,
oh, I
like,
was kind of.
thought. Yeah, I thought next couple rounds, I'm fucking dead, and this is over real quick.
You're like woo, and then it's like you hit the wall, and then yeah, it goes badly. But no, you were able to make it out, and we had 3 hours of stressful chasing and anxiety, nail biting, running and fighting here until we arrived at our. I'm glad we got to see all 3 amphitheaters, and I can't wait to play some more stuff on Weave with both Spencer and Darby. It was just such a good time, and everybody else who we had the pleasure of playing with. This was a big job. I wanted to say thank you also to our wonderful techs, and all of our amazing players who thought about playing or did play or planned to play. We had a lot of people interested in playing this, and it was just such a great experience meeting all those people. I can't wait to play more games with them like this. And it was just such a great experience all around. We are not as bloodthirsty out of the game as we are inside. I promise.
Nope.
So catch us around on Weave or other places for fun games all the time. And definitely make sure to check out Extra Life events that Darby's in, but also all Extra Life events, because this is the month for them generally, and there's a lot of stuff going on for that. A lot of good charity to be done. Just congratulations again to our winner and to our loser for making it this far. Thanks everybody. Enjoy your weekend or your Wednesday weekend. Look at me trying to skip your Wednesday, and enjoy your Thursday if you plan on celebrating the holidays with your family. Well wishes to everybody and their families in this time of year. Bye everybody.